Hello, everybody, and welcome back to ColdIron here on Dork Tales. Yeehaw and all of that. I hope you're all having a good night tonight because we are going to have an amazing night, or at least I am, because I'm rolling into game with 10 Hurt the Moors to use on my players in a fight that's already unfair because ColdIron is a high-level campaign and the characters are not high-level, which is a beautiful little juxtaposition. Luckily, all of the players are going into game with determination tonight. Also, before I do my introduction, I want to remind everybody that we are using the offer system right now, which is this fancy coin that I have, and it is starting in the player favored position up, which means that you can ask for something in return for me flipping it and cheating a little bit on my side. We're also using, don't forget, inspirational crits, also known as Robin just said in the chat, battle crits, which I think just sounds... Wait, Laruk, I don't need more Hurt the Moors. Okay, now I have 13. Some of these are going to have to roll over to next episode if I don't want to kill the entire party. All right, so, folks, hi, how's it going? I'm your Dungeon Master Kelly, I use he and him, and I am very excited to be here today as we are heading into ColdIron. We were unavailable last weekend because of some personal stuff, but we are back, and I am very excited to be here as we are going into a Wild West vampire fight? Question mark? So there are going to be vampires. There's going to be our Wild West campaign that we are hopping into called ColdIron, and there's going to be a lot of stuff on the table today. I'm very excited for this. It's going to be a hell of a fight. I think I've calculated it at CR 12. So enjoy, guys. Remember, survival is not always about fighting. Sometimes it's about escaping. Then again, sometimes it's about fighting and just letting Christine crit everything. So, you know.
I definitely thought you were going to say sometimes survival is optional.
Sometimes survival is optional. You know what's not optional?
Still in the room. We're still in the rooms, guys. We only have to lose one character.
That's true.
Easy.
That's true. Just clone Tally, you know?
We just run away. It's fine.
You bravely ran away. Yes. And before I pass it around, I also just want to say that... we're using alternate exhaustion rules today. In fact, through this entire campaign. The alternate exhaustion rules are in the ColdIron quick reference document that you players all have access to. But for the chat, if you're wondering, like, what the hell are you talking about? How can you have 10 levels of exhaustion? Because, well, I mean, if you have 10, you die. But the alternate exhaustion rules, we're using a 10-point scale. When you make any D20 test, meaning you roll a D20, you subtract your exhaustion times 2. So it goes -2, -4, -6, minus, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You also reduce your speed equal to a number of feet equal to 5 times half of your exhaustion rating. So rounded down. So when you hit level 2, your speed is reduced by 5 feet. When you hit level 4, you're reduced by 10, and so on. Your first level of exhaustion is free, for speed at least. And at level 10, you just die. We also have 3 little alternate things, because we're using a higher rate of exhaustion. Exhaustion now heals with a full rest equal to your con modifier. So if you have a +3 con modifier, you heal 3 levels of exhaustion if you take a day to full rest and do like nothing strenuous. Lesser restoration heals half of your exhaustion, rounded down, and greater restoration heals all exhaustion. Because I hate the exhaustion rules in 5e, I think that it's ridiculous that a level 5 spell heals 1 level of exhaustion, but can bring someone back from the dead. I've gone to grad school, and I didn't die, but I was exhausted all the time, okay? So, you know, just gonna put that out here. So, with that, I want to say that I'm very excited to be hopping into game, and let's take it away with Caitlan. Tell us who you are, why you're here, and what we're doing tonight.
Well, hi. Speaking of someone who's always exhausted. Hi, I'm Caitlan. I use she, her pronouns, and so does Zoe, the Warforged Paladin Oath of the Peacemaker, and her shotgun, Steelbraid, the Negotiator.
There's not going to be any negotiating tonight.
Negative.
But
Yeah,
but you know what you know what's positive? It's Robin.
Hi, I'm Robin. I use she, her pronouns. And Kelly, did you see my message in ping?
I did not. I will.
I'm just asking you to adjust me in frame. But I'm Robin. I use she, her pronoun, and so does our gobblesmither, artificer, gadgetsmith, inventor, Trixxi Blastemoff, who is rootin' tootin' and ready for shooting or punching, fisting, electro play now. It's great.
Nice.
And I like to harden things with my
do.
magical solvent.
I love it. All right. Thank you, Robin. And now beneath you, it's the pretty kitty herself. It's Christine.
Hello, I'm Christine. I use she, her pronouns. And tonight I play Belle St. Clair, our tabaxi, a warlock of the group. Who is
Wonderful.
well and truly over this.
Yeah, I feel that. Next to you, we have the one, the only, the greenest, and now a mother of a scaled baby, Amy.
I'm not convinced I'm the greenest. I'm pretty sure that's Trixxi.
Oh,
But
that's
hi,
fair.
I'm Amy. My pronouns are she, her, or they, them, and I'm playing Carrion Slaughterhouse, the fiendish half-orc ranger Sarn warden, Drake warden, with, you know, baby dragon, baby Sarn dragon hybrid thing. It's going to be great. All good. No problems here.
No problems here. And finally, last but not least, the cause of all of our suffering, Kat.
Correct. That's me. Hello, everybody. My name is Katrina. I use she, her pronouns. And tonight I'm playing Taliina'a. She is our Seraphim Aberrant Mind sorcerer in the group. And just before we go into game tonight, I would also just like to make a quick mention that as a homebrew race, Seraphims age very differently than other races. And we may mention some things that could sound a little bit concerning age-wise. She is of age now, but just to keep that in mind.
Yep, we are going to be talking about some bad background stuff that is going to potentially be a cautionary tale. So, of course, as always, with everything we do, content warning is out there, and please use your best judgment. If something makes you uncomfortable, take some time away from the stream. We love you, and we want you to be okay, even more than we want you to enjoy our content. So, take care of yourself.
Naturally, we won't be going into specific detail, obviously, but just to put that out there.
Yep, blanket statement. All right, folks, I think that we are about to begin, but first I want to do a big thank you tonight for our sponsor, Bookwyrm Games. Hey, Bookwyrm Games is a wonderful, wonderful sponsor of ours. They are responsible for these fantastic, I'm going to call them the ColdIron dice, even though they are called like, God, what are they called? They're called something wild, like Eldritch Mirage or something like that. But they're ColdIron dice to me because they're broken and purple. And tonight I'm coming in with an 11, which is not good news for you guys. They are a wonderful sponsor that has a whole horde of dice at your disposal. And the best part is if you use code DorkTales, you will save 15% on your order. They also have their first modules are going to be coming out real soon. I owe them some modules for their Wildemere/Familiar Tales stuff that I'm submitting in the next few days, and I am very excited to be hopping into that. Quick note, though, that because of some international relations, Bookwyrm Games is presently not shipping to the United States, but if you're anywhere else in the world, for $100 Canadian, if you spend that much, you get access to everything for free, because they do worldwide shipping inclusive. So yeah, besides that, I am very excited to be hopping into game. I want to thank Bookwyrm Games for being our sponsor, and I think it's time for us to talk about last episode. Last episode on ColdIron, you all returned from the Iron Light dig. You went back to the town of Burden and you checked in, you dropped off the mithril that you had received from the mine, you dropped off the severed head of the criminals that you had hunted down, and you went through and did some did some just general fun stuff. Like one of you went on a date. The rest of you went back and raised a sarn egg that's starting to hatch, and prepared for a nice night in. Zoe wandered around a creepy old hotel and looked for a rat. Or a rat looked for her. I forget. It's been a couple weeks. But
I mean, it was so huge, it probably found me, to be quite honest with you.
that's true. It was like, and Tally, being the ever princess of the party, immediately found herself in trouble when she was lured out of her hotel room into the hotel bar after hours, where the owners of this establishment cornered her there, attempting to seduce her, only to have her encounter someone they referred to as Mother. This strange, ethereal, seductive woman, bald and sleek with long, sharp teeth, and supernatural abilities. And though Tally was able to shrug off the charm effects that were thrown at her, she was not able to escape before a horrible fate befell her. There, trapped in the hotel bar, along with the Hobknob's owners, Valenthea and Dreven. Well, we don't know what happened quite yet, because upstairs, the rest of you were relaxing in your rooms when you heard a horrible noise echo through the hotel. A monstrous roar that shook the foundations of the hotel. And I think that is where we're going to be starting game tonight.
Sorry, I have one quick question for you, though.
Of course.
For some reason, my page did not keep the fact that I put my feet in last time.
Mm-hmm.
What was my feat called? I
Your
think it was
feat
the stunning one.
is Stunning Critical from Tome of Heroes.
Thank you. I will go look that up.
Cool. I have a copy of Tome of Heroes right now. Oh, I sent a photo of it to the ColdIron chat. So you should be able to find its entire write-up inside of our private chat. If you have any problems, please let me know. All right. And with that, let's begin this episode of ColdIron here on Dork Tales. The sound of that roar echoes throughout the building, rousing you immediately, even if you were beginning to fall asleep, even if you were in deep slumber, although most of you were still up, either tending to that sarn egg, servicing your pistols, your rifles, or simply the type of being that does not sleep. There is the sound of rain buffeting the top of this ancient hotel. The Hobknob originally was a manor. It was built to be the gem of the town of Burden, but now it is, well, it is a boarding house, a halfway house between here and the Badlands. And it is here that you find yourselves. It is here that you find yourselves when that noise echoes throughout the chamber. I would like all four of you, and actually, Tally, why don't you go ahead and do this as well? Make me an initiative check, just so that I know where to slot you in when the time is accurate. So everybody give me initiative, and we will be popping in and out of that accordingly. But that will help me know when to run specific moments. So go ahead, roll initiative. We'll pop it in our chat. Wow, Valenthea's fast. Dreven, not so much. All right, so checking initiatives right now. And Tally, don't forget that when you put yours in, that you're at a -2 because of that exhaustion level. Was that factored in?
That was not, so 21.
21? Okay. So then we have Thea, then we have Tally, then we have Mother, then we have, wow, you guys have very high initiative or very low initiative. Then we have, I have Trixxi with a 19. Then I have a tie between Zoe and Belle. Then I have Dreven, and at the bottom I have Carrion. Although, Amy, if you'd like, you could use your recently bought Lucky on that roll.
I could. I'm not going to. I
Okay.
feel like there's going to be a more important time for it.
Yeah, there might be. There might be indeed. So, as the roar echoes out, the four of you inside of your rooms are going to feel a little pressure at the back of your mind as a psychic pulse reaches out, and you hear a weakened voice from Tali as she says a single word.
Help.
All right, inside of Belle and Trixie's room, what do you all do?
I think there's a moment of pause, and then just a scramble of, oh, bloody, ending with like just a cat's irritated sound.
Perfect.
She's gonna go, fucking hell.
All right.
And her bolts
Immediately
out of
scrambling
her
for
room.
clothes and the gun, and
Yeah.
also kind of going, where's the fuck is she?
I'm gonna guess that sound of that growling?
Perfect.
Yes, but this bloody hotel.
I know.
Across the hall, Zoe, Carrion, you feel that pulse inside of your minds as well. What do you two do?
Zoe is going to drop everything, and we have to figure out where that came from. We have to go help her.
Do we have any idea where she is?
I would like everyone here to make me a wisdom or intelligence check. I'll let you do either. You know what? Let's say
Oh,
let's make it wisdom actually, because this is more of a gut feeling.
hell yeah.
Sorry for the
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh.
You can
Oh,
use
no.
Flash of Insight on yourself though.
This
Oh,
class
you're-
does not have that.
Curses.
Oh,
Oh, there's the nat
Oh.
one.
oh okay.
So 3.
You are too busy preparing a
Wisdom.
spell to cast. Okay. 16 and 17. I see two of you with that. Beautifully, they're in opposite rooms. Zoe and Belle. That psychic message inside of your head and the sound of the reverberating roar. This is somewhere on the main floor, not terribly far. You think you know the rough direction. Off to the right, past the main lobby. You remember seeing a sign there for a restaurant? Or for a bar?
She's in the bloody bar.
Of course she is.
Across
Hey.
the hall?
This way.
Across the hall, sorry, I did not notice that Amy also got a 20 on that. So Amy, you are going to have that same thought. Carrion will as well. So Carrion and Zoe will both have a similar thought across the hall. What do you two do?
Does it sound like the bar?
It did. I suppose we
That
should go
does
help.
make sense.
Um,
Of course. Zoe's already
Carrion?
got her shotgun out.
the egg, is it like it was cracking, or had it just hatched?
It is just slowly cracking.
Well, I'm not leaving that here. I'm gonna grab it and put it in in her bag.
That sounds good. All right, putting it in your bag.
And her gun.
All right, so heading out into the hallway, your doors open and you will both see each pair of you looking at each other from across the hall. Trixxi, you wanted to cast a spell, I think.
Yeah, so as we're getting ready, is Trixie's getting her gun, she's just gonna cast a seeking projectile on her gun, because it's a concentration spell for 10 minutes. So she's just gonna pre-get ready for some shit to go down. So she's like, fuck, and Blake will cast Seeking Projectile on her.
Beautiful.
She'll do that. She's running out of the room. She'll stuff the wick slate down her booze again.
Cool. It's going to let out a noise as it does so.
It's okay. It's okay, Wixie. Because it's now Wixie and Trixxi. Or this is happening.
Wixie.
All right. Carrion, as you slide it in, you are going to see a small claw begin to pierce the edge of the shell. It is cracking. It is hatching. It's happening tonight.
Not great time. Not a great time for this baby.
It reverberates through your bag, and as you run out into the hallway, where do you go? Do you head toward the main stairwell and try to get down to wherever this is?
Yeah.
All right. I would love everyone here to make me an intelligence saving throw to try to navigate the hotel.
All right, I'm somewhat good at this, she says, and she'll roll another nat one.
Oh my god, I got a nat 20.
Okay.
15.
Same.
Holy crap. All right, so here's the deal.
17.
17? Okay. Carrion, if you want, you can spend a point of lucky to reroll. You also have your determination, though.
Does this count as a battle? Do we get do those crits count?
They do not. Not until you're actually in combat.
Okay.
I'm going out with Zoe, so I mean, if Zoe seems to know where she's going, can I not just follow?
I will also give you the offer to be able to use Zoe as a guiding mark to reroll.
Interesting.
Huh.
I mean, Zoe vaguely knows
No,
what
I'm gonna
she's
use
doing,
a
but
point of
that
lucky.
Okay, use a point of lucky to reroll.
Okay. Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Whoa,
Perfect.
yeah.
Okay, so rushing out into the hallway, you start to run. Trixxi, you are keeping an eye on the Wixlet as you see whatever's inside of Carrion's bag begin to shift and move around as this Sarn is starting to hatch. This is pretty cool, actually. You've never seen this happen before. And as the three of you are running down the hallway, Carrion, for a moment, you start to feel the hallways stretch around you like pulled taffy. You see Zoe begin to fade ahead of you. As she takes a corner, there is a moment where you think the corner begins to vanish. That hallway shifting and moving around you as this strange hallucinatory effect begins to take hold of you, and then you shake it off. You feel a little claw poke you in the ass, basically, from your bag as this thing is starting to come out, and the sudden pinch pulls you back to your senses, and you can see that reality snaps back in like a rubber band, and you are maybe 5 feet behind where Zoe is as you are rushing down the hallway. This place is weird. There's some type of strange effect on this, and all of you are going to notice this as you are running. But with those nat 20s and the 17, which the DC was 17, so congrats, are going to be able to manage to navigate the hall, which means that you get there before Tally takes another level of exhaustion. That's my favorite. All right.
Wait, another?
I know. Another one. All right. So, with that, I think it's time.
As we're running too, Trixxi would like, so I was just looking at my character sheet. I would like to put in the elemental fire cartridge into my gun too.
That sounds absolutely great. You're doing that. Swapping over, you all are going to rush down the hall, making your way down the main banner, the stairwell, and into this gathering area. What once was likely some type of small ballroom, or it's hard to say at this point. It's so dusty, and there are old tables strewn across the walls, and you can see that it looks like they were likely preparing for that performance that was tomorrow night. But unfortunately, that performance will not come, as you are going to see a bit of a sight in front of you. You enter from the east. Across this large room to the west, you are going to see that there is a large restaurant and bar. Most of the tables are covered with drop cloths. The bar stools are either up on the bar or are occupied presently by the lovely pair of siblings, Valenthea and Dreven. Taliina'a is there as well. She has fallen to the ground prone and is being held by the two twins, who are looking over their shoulder with a look of shocked surprise and not a small amount of terror as you hear a roar. A beautiful woman with a bald head and porcelain white skin thrashes behind the bar, blood dripping down her ivory flesh. And as she is adjusting and just thrashing and screaming, this deep, guttural monster noise echoes out of her throat. And she falls behind the bar. As you are rushing, I would like all of you to move your speed forward, if you would like to, and get into the order that you would like to. For as she falls behind the bar, she vanishes. And a moment later, a long, sinewy, clawed hand, impossibly large compared to the pale woman that just fell, is going to slam down on the bar with a boom. As an immense, bald creature, noseless, without eyelids, tiny, glaring eyes, and deep, jagged fangs like a forgotten graveyard's tombstones, reaches over the bar and begins to roar. And that is where we're going to begin our combat right now.
I just wanted to quickly double check. I'm assuming we're dashing until we get here enough to start combat.
Yes.
Yeah, did you say movement as in can we dash or just said speed?
Go ahead and take your movement. Go ahead, take your movement with...
The whole way we'd be actually dashing since you can do it multiple rounds in a row.
You know what? You guys got nat 20s. Go ahead and you can take your dash actions if you'd like.
Okay. And then the next turn would be action type.
Yeah, basically, so we're going to be starting at the beginning of this round of combat. And
even though my nat 20 turned into an 18.
Okay, and let's do it. There is a tremendous roar as this creature rises up and begins clawing at the counter. We are going top of initiative right now, starting with Valenthea. Valenthea, the sister, beautiful as the dawn, is going to look over her shoulder at her mother and say, "Mama, what's happened to you? Calm down. Calm down." And she is going to hold on to Tally and take the defensive action. Basically, she's going to go full defense. Kind of surprised by what is going on. Tally, you are up.
Okay. I just want to check on something that I didn't think of before.
You are grappled right now, so your speed is 0.
Okay, yeah, that's perfectly fine. Okay. I'm going to use Vortex Warp on myself.
Okay.
No, I can't. Because it says choose another creature.
Yes.
So I don't think I can do myself. Okay, so I can't do that. But what I can do is I can cast a spell.
Yes, you can.
I'm going to cast Chaos Bolt at 2nd level, aimed at Mama.
Okay. Mama is within 5 feet of you, so you will have disadvantage.
Damn. Okay. Yes, of course I will. Okay, and then Chaos Bolt. That's going to be 2 d8s and 1 d6.
Okay. What kind of? Let's find out what type of damage it is.
2d6, sorry, because it's 2nd level. And this is it's going to be cold damage.
Okay.
So 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 points of cold damage.
Okay.
There, and then I'm also going to use sorcery points to use as a quickened spell for a cantrip as well, and I'm going to cast. She's within 5 feet of me, so I can reach her. I can touch her, correct?
Yes, you can. Because she's like
Shocking
on the
grab.
counter. Okay, sounds good. Don't forget to subtract your exhaustion from your spell attack rolls.
Yeah. And that's gonna be 19, 17.
17 is going to be a hit. However, I'm going to force you to reroll with a hurt the more.
Okay, let's do it. That's gonna be over 20.
Okay.
And so you're gonna end up with 8 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
And sorry, a D8 worth 5 points of lightning damage, and you can't take reactions till the end of your next turn.
Ooh, interesting, but I can't take a legendary action.
Damn it!
All right, so I am going to do another bite attack against you at the end of your turn. So that is going to be, bam. Okay, that is going to be, is your armor, I got 24. I'm pretty sure that is going to hit you. Okay, you are going to do me a favor, and you're going to take 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And 11 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Your hit point maximum is reduced by 11. As the creature leans forward and bites you, you are going to see that the teeth are turned over each other, wrapping around in this horrible fanged snaggletooth that saws through your flesh. As she sucks, you can feel her tongue lap against the flesh of your throat, siphoning out like a leech. And yeah, she's going to heal 11 points of damage. All right, that is going to be Tally's turn. It is Mother's turn. And Mother is going to make a con save and is going to succeed as she devours more of Tally's blood. I would like everyone in the room to make me a perception roll. Tally included.
Okay, so it includes us because we're not in that room.
Sorry,
yet.
pardon me. I would like everyone in sight to make the roll. Perfect. And actually, Robin, I'll give you advantage. You don't need it with a 17, but I'll give it to you anyway, just to see if you get a nat 20.
Okay. This is perception, you said?
Perception, yes.
No, I
get
rolled a
nat
2,
one.
so...
Okay. You rolled a nat 1. Okay, so all you are focused on is big monster, time to shoot. All right? You're hulking out, unfortunately. Big monster. However, and from where you are standing, you are not going to see what is going on, Carrion. Like, there's too much going on at the moment, and there are too many people in front of you. However, Zoe, from your angle, and...
I think I
Isn't it the other way around?
Sorry, I got it the other way around. Okay. So Zoe, you're kind of up, your vision's a little blocked, but Carrion, with your keen eyesight as a ranger, you are going to notice that as she drinks Tally's blood, and Tally, you're going to get a front row view of this, you're going to see this, the blood is going to start to course through her flesh. You are going to see the veins around her mouth begin to glow and swell and darken and then shimmer with a very familiar purple light. In fact, Trixxi, you are going to immediately recognize this as the exact same effect that happened to Brodvik Dades.
Oh, fuck.
Whatever is going on right now, she is being mutated by ColdIron. And it is Mother's turn right now, so Mother is going to boop. That is going to be a hit. Is going to snarl and grab. Ooh, let's say I'm gonna roll a random dice to see which one it is. 1, 2, 3. Cool. Is going to reach down and with her long serrated fingernails is going to grab onto the throat of her daughter. Lift Valenthea off, which drops Tally to the floor in a heap. Tally will have the prone condition and will chomp into the side of Valentina's shoulder, pulling away sinew and flesh. There is a thumping noise as the woman's arm falls down to the floor, and you hear this creature say, "More flesh." And is going to throw her daughter to the ground as she begins to eat bits of the blood and muscle that was once her daughter's shoulder. Trixxi, it's your turn.
Okay. Throwing an item is not a bonus action like in Baldur's Gate, right?
It is not a bonus action. No.
Okay, it's an action cap. Okay, Mother
The offer is up.
Oh. Tally's been dropped to the ground, yeah?
Tally's been dropped to the ground.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Can I have the offer to throw Alchemist Fire at this bitch?
Yep.
As a bonus action.
Yes, you can.
Cool. That is a range. Is it a range attack?
It will be a ranged attack.
Throw? Okay. Cool. Trixxi's gonna take some Alchemist Fire, pop off the bottle cork, and ooh, that's good. That's good. That's gonna be a 22.
That's gonna hit.
Cool. Let me just look up the Alchemist Fire rules.
Sounds good.
Oh my god, roll 20, why are you range?
It ignites on impact as an action. You can throw it at feet, make a range attack. Treating it as an improvised weapon. On a hit, it does a d4 of fire damage at the start of each of its turns until I spend an action making a dex check to extinguish it.
Aha!
So,
Cool.
at the start of each of my turns. So that won't go off till next round, but
Cool.
I am on fire.
Yeah, and it makes kind of perfect sense. Reading the thing, yeah, it would be 20 feet, so Trixxi will have moved her full movement.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I'm going to take a shot with my pistol, which using Seeking Projectile, which for flavor, I'm assuming the fire kind of distracts her because I get advantage with the Seeking Projectile. So I kind of imagine it is like she throws the fire, the Alchemist Fire kind of explodes in her face, and then she takes a shot with her Delano Defender with advantage. And if I get a total above a 20, it counts as a crit.
All right, let's do this.
All right, I rolled an 18 on the dice, plus 6 plus my spellcasting. Yeah, so that is a 24 plus my spellcasting mode. Is plus 5, so 29 to hit.
Okay, that sounds good. That's going to be a crit then.
So it's a crit, which I have the Elemental Fire cartridge, which also adds a d6, so that's 2d6 fire damage as well, additionally. Alright, so 44 and 2d6 fire. Do you need the fire separate at all?
Yes, I do, actually.
Yeah, okay, cool. Kill. I was hoping that.
Because you'll notice that the cold didn't seem to do much damage to it, but the fire's gonna do some decent damage.
Alchemist fire in the fire? Yeah. This is what I was hoping.
I like it when monsters have weaknesses and like vulnerabilities and like.
So it's gonna be 8 fire damage.
Okay. Oof.
12 plus 4, and then 16 piercing damage from her gun.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. So you said 16. Okay, so damn, son. All right. You're going to slide the, having slid the fire cartridge into your gun, you're going to swirl it around, aim, and there is a gout of a small, actually it's not that big, just this spark of flame, but it's like a tracer round being fired. You see a hot coal shoot across the room from your gun, glowing the dimness of this hotel bar, and slam into this creature. It is going to burn a blistering and blackening hole into the center of her chest. And as she climbs up on the counter, you can see that she is presently, all of her clothing has torn off, and what is still there is a horror show. Picture a beautiful naked woman, the flesh of marble with a slight grayish tinge to it. Now take that woman, grab her bones, and stretch her until she is 9 feet tall, without any care for the elasticity or durability of her flesh. There are tears, there are rents, there are places where you can see the pink muscle beneath. She is going to let out a roar of pain. Anything else that you're doing on your turn?
Yes, I forgot because we haven't had combat in a while, but I would like to add Fury of the Small into that, so that's just an extra 2 points of damage.
That sounds good. An extra 2 points of damage. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay, I am going to use my other legendary for the turn, or well, for the round, to leap into the air. Now the ceiling in this room is about 20 feet up. She is going to let out a roar when you shoot her and is going to spring 20 feet, well, I guess from the counter, 15 feet into the air and latch onto the ceiling, and will move her speed above you to be on the other side of this wall as she goes across the roof.
On fire, which is terrifying.
Yes. Ooh, that reminds me, I'm going to make a luck. You know what? I have a hurt them more. I'm going to just start adding some fire to the room as she trails. So.
The mages would approve. The doves would approve.
Yeah, the doves would approve. All right, that is going to be Trixie's turn. Zoe or Belle, who would like to go?
Doesn't matter to me. I know what I want to do, but
Probably faster. Oh yeah, I know what I want to do too. You go first though.
okay. Belle's gonna move in next to Trixxi here.
Okay, so once you are inside of the room, you have line of sight because she's on the roof.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna move 30 and tumble over the back of this chair.
Sounds
and
good.
then point up at her.
As you were doing this, I would like to remind everybody that the tables, the chairs here, can all be tipped over to provide cover. So don't forget that in this game, we are going to be using cover a lot. So feel free to use waist-high walls.
So yes, Belle's going to... I mean, there's not much cover when she's above you, but...
You could hide under a table, but yes, fair.
So Belle is going to tip over that turn, do her Eldritch Duel Mark
Okay.
on her, and then try to shoot her.
All right, go ahead. Make me an attack roll.
Nat 20. Stunning fucking sniper.
Where is it? God!
Stunning
save.
sniper. No,
No
save. Is it
just
so? How
doesn't-
long? How long does
It's
it last?
until
Is
my
it
next turn.
until the start of your next turn? So I basically. Oh.
Okay, so
No!
for those who don't know, I just confirmed it there. Belle has a new feat out of Tome of Heroes that means on a nat 20, she can choose to turn the critical into a normal hit, but it automatically imposes the stunned condition as per Stunning Strike.
Oh, no, I don't do any damage. Period. I give
Oh,
up
it
all
eats-
damage. Instead of a crit, I do a stun. So I think that's fair.
That's fair. No, it eats a
Especially since
crit.
There's no like save. I'm totally cool with
It's
that.
no save. There's no save. but
the
that's-
only
that's-
thing- The only thing that
I mean,
can
it does say
overwhelm...
instead of doubling the damage, so I guess I could get normal damage too, but I'm also fine with not getting it.
Let's go ahead and just say, let's just say it eats the crit. But I will also say that only legendaries can be used to get a save on this. However, she does not have legendary resistances. She just has legendary actions. Because she's not high enough level, in my opinion. So, fuck. Now, here's the question. I'm going to spend a hurt them more to say that she still remains on the ceiling.
Like she's
That was gonna
clenched
be my
in. She's
next
got like
question.
bony fingers or something that are
I'm
in.
thinking that she's like walking like a spider, but is also kind of clamping in. I'm kind of picturing that as she's scrabbling across the roof, she is doing so with her belly facing the roof and her head facing the floor.
Yeah, no, I pictured that too. Don't worry. She was
Okay.
terrifying flaming spider lady. Yep.
Yeah. That's what I'm here
Yeah, I'm
for.
kind of assuming like with the elongation that maybe like the finger bones elongated out and like those are what are kind of like in.
Yeah,
And
I think
thus,
so.
like she has to actively try to remove them. She's
I think,
damaging the ceiling as she goes, and
yeah, it's like coming down. It's like coming down in chunks, and like it's.
all right. Well, you are welcome, guys. Have fun.
Aw, Christine's so nice. She gives you guys the nicest gifts. Zoe, it's your turn. Oh no. Ow.
Smite.
Well, yeah, because you have advantage on her.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm getting right up in this bitch's face. and
Yeah,
I have
basically just-
advantage.
Shoot up. It's like taking a spider off the ceiling.
Basically, it's just a huge spider.
Okay, so you have
All right.
you have a shot with advantage.
Amazing. Ka-chow. Gonna use my determination on that one.
Okay,
It's gonna be an 18 to hit.
that is a hit.
Yes, okay. I did not roll very well. Okay, so I am gonna use my divine smite. Now, is she undead or a fiend?
She is undead, my friend.
Hell yeah, it does an extra D8. Let's go. If I could just get all my D8s.
Wait, does this go until the start of Christine's next turn?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Fuck
It's
me.
like stun. It is stun. It's great.
It's a shooty version of monk.
Yep.
It's
Okay.
not
Well,
me.
at least I get my legendaries after your next turn,
Mhm.
assuming you don't do it again.
A D12.
This is true. Because I could roll a 19 and then you would be
Oh,
stunned
right
again.
All right.
Because my duelist mark gives me a better crit range.
No. Wait a second. You got a nat 20?
I did.
Oh,
Oh yeah, you did.
who gets your inspiration?
No.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the other part of the crit.
Ooh, I did really good damage.
Well, I mean, everybody's already got advantage, so how does that work?
This is
You just
true.
give it to.
Well,
You
it
can
doesn't
give.
have to be-
I give it to Tally because she's exhaustion, so she might need it for something other than attack rolls.
Sure. That makes sense.
That's a good call. 19, 25, 30 points of damage.
30 points of
Oh,
damage,
31, so-
and that's radiant damage, right?
Correct, it's radiant damage.
Well,
Well,
crap.
actually, sorry.
How-
31, but only 20. Nope, 19 of it is.
I'm gonna tell you the fun
Yeah, no,
thing
only
about.
19 of it's radiant.
I'm gonna tell you the fun thing about vampires. Any type of radiant damage is bad for some of their stat blocks.
Nice.
Even if they're not vulnerable to it, it does mean that they don't auto heal.
Nice. Yeah, 19 of it's radiant. The rest is piercing.
Oh, that is beautiful. Anything else on your turn?
Thanks. No, that's my turn.
Okay. You are going... So, next in the initiative, you're going to hear Drevin say, "No! Mother!" And is going to cast himself, I think. He's going to cast himself. That... I need Belle to make me an intelligence save. And I'm going to spend a hurt them more, make it with disadvantage. What do you got?
I am going to spend my determination to make that a 17.
God damn it. Okay, so let me see if you get anything on a fail. On a successful save. Okay, you take half as much damage. Perfect. Okay, so holy crap. Yeah, that would have probably ended you. He is going to reach out with a glazed look on his face and say, "No, Mother, leave her alone!" And you are going to feel this sliver inside of your mind as he tries to take control of you with a psychic impulse. You're going to shrug it off, but still take 16 points of psychic damage. It would have been 32. Okay, that is his turn, but I'm gonna spend a hurt them more to have him also kind of throw a knife at Zoe from his belt. Zoe, that's gonna be a 24 to hit you, my friend.
Yes, sir.
And that is going to be 9 points of piercing damage as a throwing knife embeds itself in your side.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and that's going to be my turn. Carrion, you are up.
Wow. Okay. I think I'm gonna shoot. I've got 2 guns.
Okay, so you'll have... So from this
we have to
angle that
move,
you're
though.
at, yeah, you'll have to move. Unless you want to shoot Drevin. You could totally shoot him from this angle.
Not really.
Okay.
But let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I can see her from on the ceiling from there.
She will have
think.
half cover, but yes.
Yeah. Okay, let's give that a shot.
All right.
Or attempt to shoot anyway. Ha! Yeah, it was not.
You do have advantage.
You have advantage because she's incapacitated.
Ooh.
She's stunned. Anyway.
Okay, so I'm gonna take 2 shots then. And both with advantage then, I'm guessing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oof. This is why I was comfortable
Okay,
ramping up the difficulty.
one's a nat 20. And the other one's a... What do I add to that? 15.
A 15 is going to miss.
Okay, but the nat 20 will hit.
You can always use your lucky.
That's true. I'm gonna use one of my luck points. Sorry about that. have to
So
use
how does lucky work with advantage?
Well, it just says I roll a d20 and I choose which one I use. So I would roll another d20 and I pick
Okay.
which.
That sounds good.
Yep.
So roll one more d20.
Oh no, that's not better. So
You could use another point of lucky if you wanted.
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right. You still got one.
I'm okay. I'm good. Okay, but I need my d4s because I still. So are we doing it where crit is just double the damage, or do you roll for the double the dice?
You double the dice.
Okay.
Static numbers get added.
The other way a few times. So,
different people in different games. I know in Avernus, Cal does it differently on the channel. I'll be honest, I don't actually quite know how he does it, but I don't crit very often, so it's pretty easy.
Cal is you automatically have you already have count max damage for your regular damage. So like if you roll 2d4, you automatically have 8, and then you just roll the 2d4
I see.
and
Okay.
then you add that too. So you automatically have 1 max damage because yeah, rolling like 4 ones would suck on a crit.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's super unfortunate.
Done it.
Okay.
Me too.
So that ends up being 12 piercing.
Okay, 12 piercing. Perfect. All right, your gun rocks in your hand, and you catch the side of her with that crit. Who gets your inspiration?
I'm gonna give that to who's next on the. I guess I'll give it to. No, I'll give it to. Belle. I'll give it to Belle. And also, just reminding, because I'm not used to playing Rangers. I have the favored foe. When I hit a creature with attack roll, I can use my thing to mark the target as my enemy for 1 minute. So first time on each of your turns that you hit a favorite enemy or favored foe and deal damage to it, including when you mark it, you increase the damage by 1d4, so I roll another d4.
Okay, sounds
But I'm
good.
effectively concentrating on that now.
Okay, cool. So did you roll that for her already?
Not yet, I'm doing it right now. So it's another
Okay.
3.
Did you roll it twice? Because it counts as part of the crit.
Oh, okay.
So you double all dice when on a crit.
Yeah. Well, I rolled a 3 and a 1, so just another 4.
You know what? Every little bit. All right, top of the initiative. Valenthea is going to rise up from the ground, her arm disconnected from her body, and is going to let out what is this horrible, blood-curdling shriek, but it's not at her torn limb. She looks up at her mother, and there's this glazed look in her eye as she lets out this screech as her mother ignites from the alchemist fire and is peppered with bullets, and is going to aim an attack at... Oh, I mean, Belle is right there, so I'm going to aim it at Belle. That is going to be... Does a 17 hit you, Belle?
It does.
Perfect. You're going to take 14 points of necrotic damage as she reaches out with the stub of her arm and lets out a scream of pain and rage. There is...
Sorry, how many points was that?
That is going to be 14 points of necrotic damage. And what you are going to see happen to Belle is on her back, there's going to be a sudden swelling, as if she's growing a hump over her shoulder, as a wad of blood inside of her, the size of a softball, wells up and bursts through the skin like an overripe pimple, surges across the distance into the stump of Valenthea's arm, and you can see the sprinkle of blood connect to the raw exposed bone and begin knitting the bones of a new arm.
Gross. Well, fuck that bitch. I would like you to make me
A dex save?
dex save, please. Because hellish rebuke your ass.
That's a 14. I don't think that's
I
enough.
don't think that's going to be good enough somehow.
I feel like I'm good enough.
No, my spell save DC is 15. So, and because I'm now on a 2nd level spell slot, that's going to be 3d10.
Oh, crap. Well, I was down 19 damage from the bite. So... And then I healed 14 from taking it from you. Well, this is gonna hurt.
26 points of fire damage.
God! All right, she is going to ignite. Do I have... Just checking real quick. Do I have vulnerabilities? I do have a vulnerability, but it's not to fire, at least. That is she's going to be engulfed in the flames of your hellish rebuke, and she's going to go from almost healed to almost dead in an instant. As the flames lick her skin, and you're going to see blood is pumping and pouring. She is still alive. Like-
So I feel like the
rebuke part of this is don't fucking touch me. It hurts more than it helps.
All right. That is going to be her turn. Taliina'a!
Seeing that, I'm going to firebolt Valenthea.
Okay.
Yeah, that's.
Don't forget you have inspiration.
You do have inspiration.
I do
so you
have
could
inspiration, so I
spend
can
it for
use
advantage?
Advantage. Which I'm gonna do, actually.
I think you should.
So, ooh, that makes, 19.
And that's
After
gonna
the, yeah, after the
-2?
-2 for exhaustion.
That'll work. Give me that that sweet D10.
Oh yeah, boy. That's gonna be a 6.
6. Oh god, she's not having a good day. Your firebolt lashes out, slamming into her chest, and she is going to. It's almost a pity to do this much damage to a beautiful woman like this, but she kind of had it coming. She ignites. She's still up, but my god, she is on the cusp of death. Anything else on your turn?
She's gonna use her movement to stand up.
All right, sounds good. All right, using your movement to stand up. You still have half your movement, if you'd like.
Oh, okay. Oh, but
So-
I'm right beside Drevin, so, and if I
What?
move...
Are you sure? You're fine. Go. I would do it. I would. I'd go.
And then... So, if I use Quicken Spell, can I cast 2 cantrips?
No, unfortunately not.
I didn't think so. I wanted to confirm.
It's good enough.
Oh, but if I use Quicken Spell, I could cast a regular spell. No,
Yes,
but I
you
don't
can.
have slots. Never mind. I'm done.
All right, sounds good. This is why you long rest before you go on a date. All right,
Yes.
Mother is going to cling to the ceiling and take a D4 of damage, Trixxi. So please give me that D4.
That's a 3. Trying to figure out how to read this dice.
Okay, 6 points of fire damage as she ignites, and the roof is going to get slightly smokier as well. Trixxi, it's your turn.
Cool. Trixie's going to take her Taliina'a Defender and pew this bitch. Well, only one pew right now. Next level.
All right,
I get to
one pew?
I go pew with advantage. Shank your barrel.
I knew what I was getting into when I suggested that feat. I knew what I was getting into.
No crits, but that's going to be a 19 to hit.
That is going to be a hit.
Cool. 2d4 plus a d6 of fire. Just adding on to the fire. That's going to be 3 points of fire damage.
Okay. And?
And then, 10 points of piercing damage.
All right. So I'm going to evoke a new mechanic that I have not used in game before, at least not publicly. But first, I want to ask, how does it look like you do it?
Ooh. Will I also get to finish my turn because I wanted to move before
Yes.
this thing gets.
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
Okay. So I think it's so for coolness, because what Trixie's gonna do is spend a bonus action to hide as a goblin because I can do that. So it's gonna hide. Trixie's going to be like running and sliding across the floor. And so she's going to like take a slide under this table to hide. And as she's firing, she's going to just like aim her pistol and like shoot her at like center mass, so like aiming for the heart, and then it kind of like I think the coals just kind of continue to like burn her skin and burst. and just like explode
Fantastic.
fire. Would you like me to make a hide check?
I would love you to make a hide check. Yeah, so you are breaking line of sight, but you're in a combat. Give it to me with disadvantage. Well, you could just do it as a bonus action, right?
Yeah, it's part of my ability as a goblin.
Okay, so make it with disadvantage because you're still inside of sight, basically.
Okay. Also fear the small, another 3 points or 2 points because I'm
God.
fucking great at that.
That's just beautiful.
So disadvantage. Oh boo. Stealth. That's only gonna be an 8. But at least I'm under a table for cover.
All
I'm
right.
assuming the table would be full cover.
The table will give you cover. All right, she
Perfect.
is going to collapse to the ground as she ignites and continues to burn there. You can see that there is an immense gout of flame as she screams and roils around the table. And now, we are going to use a new rule that I think I'm going to call Terminator rules. As she collapses to the ground and writhes around, stunned is going to end because technically she died. However, as she does that, a peeled, fleshless hand is going to slam into the table as a skeletal version of this bitch starts climbing out of the flames. This mechanic is going to be, I'm going to keep her around for a number of hits equal to my Hurt Them Mores. Every time you hit her, I will spend a Hurt Them More. When I'm out of Hurt Them Mores, she will die. I'm not going to tell you how many I have. All right. So, Zoe, it is your turn.
Yeah. Okay. She's right in front of me. I'm gonna shoot her.
All right, go ahead, make me an attack roll. Oh, and just so you guys are aware, I will treat a crit as 2 Hurt Them Mores.
Okay.
I'm basically using stalker mechanics from Chronicles of Darkness, or slasher mechanics, which I love slashers so much.
Ciao. Sorry, just had to.
Oh, you gotta, sometimes you gotta ka-chow.
19 to hit.
So did that count as her dying?
That counted as her dying. Oh, hey, so that means that you get your...
I get to do a thing then.
Yep, you get to do a thing.
Do your thing.
I'm gonna really quickly shoot the dude.
All right, go ahead.
I get to make another attack on a target I can see, and
Oh, that's
he's
right.
at a
we
better
do-
range to do that.
That's true. Okay, so go ahead and let's finish Zoe's turn, and then we'll you tell me what you do. So Zoe,
Okay.
what'd you get?
19 to hit.
19 to hit is absolutely going to hit. Do me damage.
Nice. Now,
Well, actually,
would
technically,
there be any benefit?
would there be any benefit to smiting?
Yeah.
You know what? If you spend a smite, I'll count it as 2 because she's undead.
Hell yeah, let's
Okay.
go. And I just wanted to do like more damage to her.
So at this point,
probably
because
not a
we're
good thing.
basically in overflow, the damage is mostly for your benefit, just to see how cool you are.
Hell yeah, exactly.
But as you
Ka-chow.
do this, I want you to describe what this looks like as you impact her. So I think that's good. Vulnerabilities will basically count as damage, but if you hit her with something that she's invulnerable to or resistant to, it might not count. Because she's in death throes, basically. Because
Maybe
goddamn
there
it,
could be a potentially a threshold too that could maybe like count it as 2, just so that damage does count
yeah, that's a good idea.
for us. Because otherwise, it kind of takes away the point of doing damage for us.
I
At this
guess
point.
that's fair. I guess that's fair because otherwise you could just like throw like pocket sand in her face and she'd die because that counts as a hit.
I mean, I wouldn't do that, but just would be like it would the time and energy it takes and like to feel fucking cool and it just
Then
do
that's
one
fair.
thing
And then you also have questions
Yeah.
about does Eldritch Blast count as multiples when you get up at the higher
It
levels?
should,
or
'cause
not?
it's 3 different hits, isn't it?
Right. So I
Yeah.
guess we'll do a threshold
Yeah.
of damage then. So yeah,
Mhm.
I'll still count the radiant damages too, though.
Nice. So it's 23, and then 17 of that is radiant damage.
Oh, damn. Okay, yeah, that definitely is going to be to hurt them more. What does this look like as she crawls out of the fire?
Hell yeah. She just gets, like, blasted in the face with radiant shotgun shells.
The rest
Probably
of the...
searing off chunks of flesh.
There is no more flesh after that shot, Zoe. Just this
perfect.
gaping maw and these beady, blooded eyes.
Ugh.
All right, Belle.
Oh, can I back up?
Yeah, you totally can.
Alright. Oh, I love her token. Sorry, just thought it. Okay, I'm just gonna scooch. Not too far though. Right there. That's fine.
Sounds good. All right. So, Belle, back to you. Your reactive shot on Dreven. What'd you get?
I actually forgot because I hadn't reread it. It does take a reaction to do that part.
And
I
you
thought
already
it was just
spent
part of the mark, but I spent the reaction.
You did spend your
So no
reaction.
worries there.
Cool. All right. Sounds good. Well, it's your turn anyway. What would you like to do?
I think I'm gonna shoot him. No, you know what? I'm gonna. So, quick question for you.
Yes.
When it comes to my kitty ability to climb.
Yeah.
Once I'm climbed up, how much of it is like both hands and feet?
You can climb and take a shot.
Okay, so I could climb up to the ceiling, wedge myself against it, and like.
I'm assuming so. Or you can wrap your arm around something, or like. It's
Okay.
otherwise having the ability to climb is not as
And when
good.
bitch next to me hit me, was it a physical hit or like?
It was like magically
It's-
siphoning out of you.
Okay, it was a magic ranged attack then.
Yeah, so she was doing it at about 10 feet.
Okay. I think I am just going to. I am going to go take advantage of this chair for cover from her.
Okay, so you can stay out of her range, which is good.
And I'm going to shoot her in the face.
Okay, go ahead and shoot her in the face. Make me an attack roll.
That is going to be.
Question, as you were doing this, before you do this, can you use your duelist mark on her?
No, it is every
Oh.
short rest. You gave me no abilities to use this more than once in a fight.
Oh, fair.
And it does not transfer on a death or anything like that. I can't just move it with a bonus action. It is one and done.
It's still a pretty broken subclass, though, and I love it.
So that is going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
Okay, give me damage.
Okay, so that part doesn't apply anymore. That is gonna be 5 makes that 11 points of damage.
All right, 11 points of damage. How do you do it?
I level my Delano Monarch Carbine, which is my massive ass rifle, and I feel like I just blew away the top of her head.
All right, blow away the top
Just
of her
gone.
head. There goes Valenthea.
Splatters onto Tally behind.
Yeah. A little bit of splatter. Maybe Zoe gets a few flecks on her. Bits of bone matter.
All right. So that is going to be the end of your turn then. As she drops to the ground, Dreven is going to make a wisdom saving throw. And is going to... You know what? I'm going to spend a drama bomb because I think it's a little better. Okay. He is going to shake his head. What is going on? Oh God. Mother. And is going to use the disengage action and run 30 feet away. Because fuck this. All right, Carrion, it is your turn.
Yeah, okay. I'm slightly less confident about the use of bullets with a skeleton. But you know what? Let's try it
There's
anyway.
still some like charred meat.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna make a... Let's see, I want to give her less cover, so let's do step into the room more. And we're gonna aim. And we're gonna try and fire. Now, my favored foe, does that affect N because she technically died? Because it is like a...
Yes. So
Yeah,
you'd have to.
okay.
She's a new type of creature, so you would have to. You'd have to re-up it.
Reapply it if I wanted it. Okay. Well, I don't know that I will need it or want it this time, but that's good to know. So we're gonna take 2 shots.
Do it. Pew pew.
Yeah, that's a terrible roll. But not terrible, the worst. Okay. So one's definitely gonna be a miss.
Okay.
The other one's gonna be a 23.
23 is absolutely a hit. One is going to ping off of the bone of her shoulder, but the next one is going to hit.
Ooh. That's 9 piercing.
9 piercing. All right, that's another hurt the more. Gone as you fire a round into her chest.
Yep, and then I'm gonna step back out of the direct line of sight around
All
the
right.
corner of the...
I am going
exit hallway.
to. I'm going to use a legendary once you do so, and she is going to say, but it, God, how does skeleton even sound? She's like skeletal from the throat up, so it'd be, and you are going to hear this horrible churning noise inside of the raw burnt meat that is her chest. And I need Tally and Zoe to both make me a con save.
Coming up.
Okay.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ciao. Oh, nice.
That's a 23.
I rolled a 17, so that's going to be also a 23. No,
There's a-
wait, sorry, that's my charisma. It's going to be a dirty 20.
Okay. So on the save, you're going to take half
21,
damage.
sorry.
So as she does this, her guts, you're going to see this elongated skeleton. What remains of her internals are going to twist, and she vomits a 15-foot cone of blood and viscera onto you both. You are going to take 10 points of damage after the save. So that's 10 points of necrotic damage, which is good because on a success it would have been 21 or 19. It would have, pardon me, you take 9 because it would have been 19. And you would not have been able to heal for 1 minute of any type of healing. But that did not apply because you managed to dodge out of the way. Cool. Top of the initiative, it's going to be Valenthia's turn. Cool. That's Valenthia. Tally.
She looks fucking hurt. She's going to hop behind this counter.
Okay.
And she is going to firebolt this thing.
All right. Give it to me.
She's going to firebolt mommy. For 18, an 18 to hit.
The 18 to hit is going to hit.
Beauty. I love that.
Cool. And that's
That
with the
makes
-2?
That's with the -2, yeah.
Okay.
And that was a dirty 20, not a nat 20.
Cool.
And then that's going to be 9 points of fire damage, and she's on fire.
She is on... Well, Firebolt does not light you on fire.
Oh, yes, that's right.
All right.
Does she count as a flammable object?
No, she no longer does. Unfortunately.
So I was gonna ask if the alchemist fire.
So basically, I'm considering it that all conditions that were on her and all things affecting her end when she goes into this. So you get that cool moment of her like walking out of the flames with the dun 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 type of moment. It's the Terminator rule, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. So that's still going to hit her. That's going to cost her a hurt the more. And she is going to step out and is going to cross the room in a blur. Tally, you are crouched behind the bar, which is going to raise your armor class by 2.
Yep.
Actually, you're crouched, so it's going to raise it by 4, or is it 5 for half cover?
5.
Okay, so let's...
Thank God for half cover.
Okay, that is going to be... The first one's going to be a 17. That's not going to hit.
Yes.
The next is going to be a 22.
Yep. That's
Yep.
a hit.
Okay, so she is going to slash. You are going to duck behind the bar, but she is going to... Oh, I rolled real low on this damage. That's going to be 6 points of slashing damage.
How do you want to do it?
Oh boy. She is going to lift you up and is going to use her other action to bite you. So
Nice.
you're going to be in 2 death saves down in the hole because she is going to bite into the side of your throat and start guzzling your blood, only to find that you have very little left. She is going to grab Tally, bite into the side of her throat, look disdainfully. How can a skeleton look disdainfully? Down and say, "More blood," and is going to drop Tally's corpse to the ground, or her unconscious body to the ground, like it was an empty Capri Sun.
Jesus Christ. So I'm taking 2 fails on the death
You're
save
at
set?
2 failed death saves. You're automatically at... You basically are on your last death save.
Yeah.
Okay, which we will get to when we reach your turn, thankfully. That is going to be Mother's turn. Trixxi, you're up.
So I am not hidden from her, correct?
What did you get on your roll? Earlier?
It was like an 8 or something. It was an 8.
You are
I'm
not
pretty
hidden
sure.
from her.
Cool. All right. So do not get advantage, and the duelist feat that you made is, I think, only a bonus action to get advantage on the first hit against a
So
creature.
it's on the first
So is
attack.
she a
Yeah.
new creature? Is she a new creature technically?
Why do you ask?
Well, because I would use my bonus action to get advantage on shooting her.
I would, yeah, I would.
Okay, cool.
Oh, no, sorry. Duelist it's the first attack in that round.
What do you mean? Like in a turn?
Yeah, in a turn. So if you have multiple attacks, it only gives you advantage on the first attack.
Oh, okay. I thought it meant like the first round of combat. 'cause it's
No.
quick draw kind of
Allow me
thing.
to clarify that in
Yeah,
future editions of that
perfect.
rule. It
Cool.
basically gives you
Awesome.
the ability that rogues get for cunning action aim.
Mhm.
It lets you aim as a bonus action.
Cool. So yeah, Trixie's going to kind of be under the table and kind of crouching a little bit. I will bonus action aim at her and take a shot.
All right, go ahead, give it to me.
Oh my gosh, rude. I'm gonna spend determination to make that a 17.
17 hits
Cool.
by the skin of her. Nothing actually, by no
her
skin,
bones.
by the bone of her bone, by the bone of her teeth.
Do you need me to give
Give me damage.
fire damage separate?
No, fire damage is not going to apply. She's non-burnable at this point.
Cool.
I mean, she's still
Oh, so does
burnable,
it-
but it's
so-
still, it's not super burned.
Okay, so I can still add it, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
doesn't
Just
matter.
it's no longer a vulnerability.
Cool. I just was like, at first I was like, wait, I don't count it off, but no, good.
Yeah. I was unclear there.
Yeah, no, 5, 8. 8 plus 4 is 12 points of fiery piercing damage. Pew.
All right, shooting her in the back, there's an explosion of bone as another shot rings into her, and she is going to use a legendary, and I I can move or I can attack, but I can't do both. So instead, she's going to turn and use an attack roll on Zoe. Zoe, does an 18 hit you?
Yes.
Okay, with her reach, she is going to deal 13 points of slashing damage to you as she claws you.
Okay.
Okay. And Zoe or Belle? You are tied for initiative. Who wants to go first?
I'll go. Let's see. 5, 10, 15. Can I hop over this bar?
You can, but that would be leaving her threat range. So I get another attack roll against you. Also, the bar is on fire there.
Oh, fuck. Okay, where was I? I was over here?
Yeah. You could duck behind the chairs.
No, that's not what I'm really trying to do.
Are you trying to get to Tally?
I am, actually.
I mean, you could... Actually, you know what? You could run toward her and hop over the bar.
Yeah, hop over
aiming-
the bar, like right between there.
Which means that it wouldn't be going through... You'd be going through her threatened area, but not past it.
Not past. Okay, right on. I'm gonna do a cool-ass move where I slide on the bar and get into, like, that little alcove.
Okay,
Where's your
you'll
body
just
right
be...
there. That's super unfortunate.
All right, you
know what,
absolutely
though?
can.
All right, and I'm gonna use my healer's kit.
Okay. Not lay on hands?
Which just stabilizes her.
Not lay on hands?
Oh, wait, do I have lay on hands?
You're a paladin.
Yeah, but do I have any left? Oh, I just rested. Yeah, hell I
Yeah, we
do,
just
I do.
rested.
Yeah,
We're all-
I
let's
gave
do
you
it.
all a full rest, except for the sucker that didn't go to bed.
Sucker. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah, I just didn't refresh it for myself. What the fuck? Paladin level times 5. We are level 4, so that's 20. I will give you 20. Hell yeah.
All
Actually, you know what?
right.
No, I'm gonna save some so in case someone goes down again. You're gonna get 15. That's
Okay,
me.
15.
Don't
Perfect.
spend all that HP in one place.
All right. Anything else on your turn?
I'm pretty sure that is my action.
So that was 15 hit points healed?
Yes,
Oh my god. Yay.
that is my action. Yep.
Okay, that is your action. I'm gonna roll to see if I recharge my blood vomit. Ugh, I love my blood vomit. Hey, both of you. Can you both make me a con save again? I'm gonna use my legendary action at the end of your turn to disgorge blood at you. I will give Zoe advantage for being behind the bar, though.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, I rolled an 18, so...
Okay, well, that's fine.
Ka-chow.
I got a
Oh,
17
no.
after disadvantage.
A
Not
21.
after -2. That's
Okay, one second
but I'm
though.
gonna use my...
Did you double check the rules for dying, the dying condition? So, you
No,
the new
I did
condition.
not.
So you immediately fall prone. You gain the dying condition. While dying, your speed is reduced to 0. Oh nope, you don't gain an automatic exhaustion level. I didn't put that in the rules yet, so you don't take it. So that's good. That's very lucky for you. We're going to adjust that after this game because, hey, guys, I love you, but I'm developing these rules for this campaign as we go.
And
I
it's
feel
like,
if
you
die,
think
you're
she
probably
just
a little
died?
exhausted.
She's probably exhausted.
Yeah, you literally
Um,
just died.
Yeah, so you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. You gain. Look, it's in the rules right now. A level of
Yay!
exhaustion. So whenever you hit
so
0
I
points,
got-
you gain a level of exhaustion. So you are going to be at a -4.
Yeah,
So,
so I'm also
does
gonna
that
use my
also count-
determination.
Because you also
Sorry.
have exhaustion to do stuff too. On its
Yes.
throw.
So you'll spend more exhaustion.
Wasn't that the one that you had in, but you and I talked and you took it back out because it felt like it was penalizing us already failing a lot and dying too much? Because a lot of us go down very frequently. I feel like you and I talked about that one and you
Yeah,
decided
you
to
know
take
what?
it out.
You know what? You're right. I did penalize it. I did take that out. You're absolutely right, Christine. Thank you for reminding me we had
It's
that
penalizing
conversation.
something that's already penalizing us.
That's right, because I wanted to put the gaining exhaustion in your hands. You
So the
could
exhaustion
choose
is
to.
all if us doing shit and continuing to push ourselves and screw ourselves over.
Yes,
whereas
that is
that was kind of
correct.
more like
Yeah,
you
that's what I was
targeted us
looking
and
at,
killed us,
that.
and then we got
Okay.
an extra penalty.
So in
That's
that
why I
case,
was asking, because I'm like, oof, that seems really brutal.
no, that's fair. And we are being difficult but not brutal. So Cat, in that case, you're going to still be at your -2. So what did you roll?
I got a 17.
Perfect. You needed a 16.
Oh, perfect.
So both you and Zoe are going to take 10 points of necrotic damage,
But
which is not enough to put you down again.
Correct.
And
And to confirm, I'm not spending the determination on that then, and if I don't have the -4.
yeah, sounds good. I didn't even take it off to begin with. And Belle, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna move over here to hide behind the bar.
Okay.
Gonna pop up to take a shot at her though.
Okay, the smoke is going to give her a +2 to her AC because of...
Okay. Then I will wait over here, take
Okay.
a shot, and then continue moving.
That sounds good. All right, there we go. I love using the environment.
And I am now using my inspiration to get a reroll on.
Look at the face I'm giving you right now.
I love that face. It's so
Crit.
nice. It's such
Crit.
a lovely face.
Crit.
If I still had my fucking duelist mark, that would be a crit.
So that is a 19?
So fucking close. It's a 19 plus
Okay,
stuff.
give me damage.
Okay. I'm very bummed. That was so fucking close. That is gonna be 9 damage.
How do you do it?
Oh sweet.
woohoo.
I think she rocks up to the bar, kind of lays the gun on it, takes at a good angle, and I don't know. I'm enjoying this blowing the head off, so maybe it just goes through the mouth and just explodes the back of the skull.
The back of her head explodes, casting bone shards behind. Trixxi, from where you are hiding behind the table, you are going to see bone shrapnel impact and punch through the table about an inch from your face where you're hiding from the force of this shot. And this horrible, horrible noise is going to echo throughout the room as you watch what remains of her begin to liquefy and turn to horrible, grotesque tar as she screams one final death knell. You are going to hear a high-pitched noise, Trixxi, as the bar grows silent, only the sound of the crackling flames on the roof and the bar. As something in your pouch resonates with the fading embers of purple light in what was the being known as Mother. Just a moment before.
I'm gonna go look for some ColdIron then.
So, looking for ColdIron? I would like you to make me an investigation check real quick.
Mm-hmm. I love these dice so much from Bookwyrm games, but the font's a little small, so every time I have to pick it up to read it. 22.
Looking around and using the ColdIron in your pocket as almost like a dowsing rod. You take a look around, hunting for the source of whatever mutated the Mother. You look behind the bar, quickly scurrying around with goblin speed. And as the rest of your party gathers themselves up and begins to head into the room to see the damage, you realize that there is no ColdIron behind the bar, nor in the bodies, and unless Drevin ran off with it. You saw something saw something at the beginning of the fight. And only now that you look around and see that there is no concrete source of cold iron, it processes. There was only one thing that seemed to react and have the same effect that the cold iron did on Brodvik back inside of the glory. Groaning on the bar, you look down and see a gaping, bleeding wound on the side of Taliina's throat, from where the mother had bit in. There was already a wound on her throat when you approached the bar after the scream. And as you look at her, the cold iron in your hand begins to hum. And I think that's where we're going to take our break. So folks, we'll be right back after this short break. Don't go anywhere. Wink. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is the part of the program where we're going to briefly talk to the chat. So you guys have fun with that? Do you like Terminator rules?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. I like Terminator rules as well. And, Kat, you didn't die.
I almost.
I'll get you, Gadget.
That was really close. Although I did have a good death save thing, so.
A good death save thing? Oh, it's prepared? Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Tally was only mostly dead. So hey,
Yeah.
folks. Thanks for sticking out with us. And sorry we weren't around last week. I think we're pretty much... for schedule stuff, we are doing Cold Iron next weekend. And then we're taking off the weekend of the 13th. Amy's going to be away for a little bit. And I want a day off. Is the other thing. So we are going to take that day off because Christine, Robin, and I are going to go see the Demon Slayer movie. I think. And then we're going to gush about it because we're weebs. We're such weebs that I invented a class based off Demon Slayer with Robin.
Yeah. Oh.
Which that thing is, the Slayer is getting... It's interesting. It's like a warlock if you turn it inside out and send it to the gym.
Yeah. Because I love mine. Inosuke!
Oh man. Oh, she's so far away, but I have a really cute Shinobu. Wait, I have another one. She's
I
close.
built him with a box of stuff.
Scraps. Nice. Wonka's taking the day off. Teddy has been such a good boy. Robin, you did such a good job of training him.
Vinkle.
Christine
spent
and I
a
were
lot of
talking
time.
about that now that he's back with us, that you have,
Aw.
like,
My dad was commenting on how quiet he's been and whatnot, and I was like, yeah, no, Robin like worked real hard on him.
do you want to know what really freaked me out? He went downstairs earlier today, and your dad tried to play gotcha with him across the gate. Christine's dad is not a dog person, so
Oh, damn! That was dope.
that looks dope as hell. So, and like him being like, oh, gotcha, is like very weird. See, all I have is this. And it's in no way anything to do with Demon Slayer, but I do have this.
Oh yes, I saw one of those at a convention, and it was so good.
I could actually, I kind of
All
want to get
my
another
ones
one.
are Shangri-La Frontier ones.
Help me, step bro. No.
That's incredible.
You
Help me,
have your
step mimic.
Demon Slayer Funko Pops beside.
Yes, I
They're-
do.
they're
I
beside
do.
me.
But if we're talking about Funko Pops, there's only one Funko Pop that matters, and it is, of course, Asmodeus. I'm still so mad that Asmodeus doesn't come with facial hair, and that I had to draw it on with a Sharpie. Right? I'm mad
It's
about
a
it too, Teddy.
DIY.
Teddy is sniffing Asmodeus. Praise him.
Astadius.
Tedious. It's Tedious. He's a big dog. Hey, buddy.
Having
Hello,
not seen
Bubble.
him for like 3 weeks, he feels remarkably small now. Because I think I've gotten, like, now he's full size.
Hmm.
But I keep going when I pat him and stuff, I go, you feel smaller than I expect. I think it's because, like, Charlie was 10 pounds more than him on a scale of just being bigger.
Yeah.
He was taller and just a bit bigger overall.
Well,
Well, also, I
patting him
did.
and
I
going,
did not
"Okay, right."
feed him much human food when he was here, so he did lose a few.
You did-
Probably
you-
lost a few pounds from
you didn't
his
feed him.
chunk.
But
I
at the
fed
same-
him dog food.
At the
I
same
fed him
point, though,
dog food.
check
not
this out, though. Look at this.
Feed him much.
Look at this. Look how ripped he is. Yarr.
Yeah, he's a muscle. He's a muscle man because we
Muscle
went on
dog.
so many walks
You're a musher dog.
and
yes, you are.
swims. He loves
Which
swimming.
is good because the vet was saying he was on the edge of being chunky.
Oh, the trunk.
Because
He was
His
on the edge of
father-
being chunk.
his father likes to feed him
I
human
do.
food.
I love to give him the cheese. Cheese?
Unfortunately, he does not have an iron stomach.
No.
It's okay. You don't need to feed him cheese because I already paid the cheese tax just now.
Oh,
so.
good. Good. He wants the
Which
thumbtacks
he
right
finished
now.
the last
though.
of his kibble with that.
Good boy. Good boy.
Yeah.
You good boy? You want to go see your mom? Go see your mom.
No, Mom. Daddy.
Daddy.
Go on. I know you're gonna go into goblin mode. He was sleeping, and I go. Go.
Also, that emo of Goblin mode is during Dominion. I was trying to record Teddy doing what we call Goblin mode, and then my phone glitched somehow, and I only like filmed a second of Teddy flipping out on the bed. So that's where that Goblin mode gif came from. It's me accidentally just recording Fucky, and it's beautiful.
There you go. I'll gigantify it for the chat. If you're watching this later on YouTube, it's a shot of Teddy on his back, like freaking out, where it looks like he's breakdancing. It's pretty great.
Yeah, it's the
Um,
best thing ever.
Yeah.
Can you send me the actual file of that, please?
Yeah. Yeah, I totally can. You know what? I'll do that right now. So, how's everybody doing? Anybody got any news that they want to impart to us?
Harvest is starting soon for me, which
Yeah,
is
'cause-
exciting and terrifying, and I'm gonna be smeepy beepy, but I started a new
Robin's new
job this
job.
week. Last week, I started a new job again. I'm employed.
Congrats.
And Robin was
Thank
very
you.
nervous about it, but so far it sounds great. And
Mhm.
can I spoil one thing about your job?
Sure.
Somebody at her work runs a vampire LARP.
Yeah, I found that out.
So I would not trust this person because you can't trust vampire LARPers. But no, I'm kidding. You just can't trust Cal. But that's
Yeah,
really
he
funny.
recognized my D20 tattoo and was like, "Do you play like D&D by any chance?" I'm like, "Let me tell you about Dork Tales."
Yeah, let me tell you, we do it professionally here.
Yeah.
Improfessionally. Where is
Yeah,
my teddy shake? But that's really cool, though. And then you also had that moment where you found out that your boss has a wine tattoo the same as you, and you're like, my people, which is kind of
Oh yeah, my boss also has a nerdy wine tattoo on her leg, so I'm like, cool. Nerdy wine tattoos, nerdy LARPer. I'm in a good place, hopefully. You know,
Hopefully.
commute is a bitch, but
Honestly, but it was not as much as you expected, you know, so that was nice.
No,
Right? That it's
no.
like half a short in the morning so you can sleep in a tiny bit. Because let me tell
that was
you,
nice.
between you waking up and Teddy waking up, I got very little sleep that first like 4 days. Because Teddy likes to have a routine. Except for today. He slept in quite a bit today, which was nice. And everybody's away because of Labor Day weekend. And so like the dog parks are really empty. And it's past
Aw.
ahead. Yeah. Although the guy that has the dog that looks like opposite Teddy was there.
Oh, nice.
And what?
Tilt the camera just a little bit. I can see him on the couch.
Hey, Teddy, leave my bread alone.
Oh, that's so
What are you doing?
adorable.
Just don't bug him. Let him nest. He was gonna nest there and go to sleep.
Yeah.
So let him
And
just
now he's looking at you like, "Rah."
roll around, figure out his little nest, and then you can fix it, and then he's not gonna bother us for the rest of the game, hopefully.
It's true. Just not gonna look at him.
All right, chat. No one look at him.
Nobody look at him. Leave the bread alone, you little shit.
He's just gonna move it with his mouth.
Oh, now
Oh,
he's
no,
gonna
he's
leave.
leaving.
Oh, denesting. In other news,
Yeah, he got disrupted.
at the end of September, I'm getting LASIK eye surgery done.
Whoa!
Laser eyes?
I'm getting
Dope.
laser eyes
Oh
installed.
my god, laser eyes.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It may also end up being on the same day as Shards at the end of September.
Boo.
So I may not be in Shards.
I'll just, you know what? Just show up and I'll blind Asen in character. So you can just roll the entire game being like, did I get it? Get some dice for blind people. Get the ones like the like read your total out when you roll it.
Oh my god, I'll
Well,
roll
that will be
18.
annoying to hear on camera.
So, you know these new headphones you got me, Kelly?
Yeah.
Luckily, the side I like to have in is the side that works.
Oh
Are
no!
you kid? They've already broken?
That one doesn't work.
What the fuck?
I don't know what happened, but
Okay, we can return them.
I don't know I've even tried that side, actually, because I normally put in this side. So I guess
I guess we'll get you new ones.
buy another pair and then return these once another pair arrives. So I have
That's so
headphones
sad.
for game.
Okay, remind me after game and I will return them. Honestly, they're cheap headphones. Like, they're probably cheap enough that we'll probably just get credited and then we just spend that on the new set. What the hell? All right. So, any other questions, comments, or concerns? A couple things that are happening on the channel. It's a busy weekend tonight, or a busy weekend this weekend. It is a long holiday weekend, but a quick reminder that Monday, we have Technocracy Dominion over on Patreon. If you haven't been watching that, it is a hell of a good time, and we're going to have the fallout of what's going on, because I think it's really fun, and Chris should know better. And nobody tell him this. But Cal has no idea, because when you do something that's morally right in the Technocracy, it's not always treated well. And they went and did something, and Cal went altruistic and was like, we need to do this. It's the right thing to do. And I'm like, okay. Let's see how... Bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. So that's going to be a fun episode. Also on tomorrow at 5 p.m., we were not able to because of some illness and some heat strokes and some other stuff like that on Wednesday.
A fire being right beside my house, practically.
Yep, basically we almost burned alive. It was fine. No big. We're resistant to fire damage because we're tieflings, or at least I am. And so Mage the Victorian Age has moved to tomorrow night at 5 p.m. because I don't like canceling games, guys. Like, I know that we do it sometimes, but we really try to only do it when somebody is ill. We do, like, run way too many games, so it does happen more often than not. But when possible, I do like to reschedule them within the same calendar week. So it's running at 5 p.m. tomorrow. We also have, it's a busy week. We've got Shards on Tuesday. We've got Transylvania Chronicles, the potential final episode of this book on the 3rd. And Vecna and ColdIron this week as well. I also wanted to say to y'all awesome people that I love you very much, and that next week is two great games over on Patreon. We have Descent into Avernus, which might be the wrap-up for this chapter. Finally, we're finally out of Elturel, hopefully. And then Bedlam is going to be on Friday. I'm really excited about it, and I hope you are, because Bedlam was a great time, and it's going to be scary as hell. And I have 2.5 amazing producers on it. Both Robin and Christine are producing that, and Jen even weighed in on a few things. So it's like I have a narrator staff again, like back when I was running LARPs. And then, yeah, and to the chat as well. Most of us, Chandra, most of us are using shocks or bone conduction headphones as well, because they're really low impact with costumes, and they're fantastic. Yeah. All right. Anyone else have anything, or should we hop back in?
Let's go.
Let's hop back in and have a conversation.
Oh, that is absolutely true, guys. Now, right before we pop in, does anybody have any questions or anything they'd like to have clarified as we're heading back in? Perfect. Okay, so you can always ask me questions later. I just want to make sure that the plot is making sense to everybody, and if for some reason it is not, please let me know.
Did Drevin leave the room, or is he just like cowering in the corner?
He is probably going to try to leave at the first available opportunity.
Okay.
Too bad. I liked Valenthea better, to be honest, but Drevin was kind of nice. All right, so let's head back into ColdIron. Ready? Hello and welcome back to ColdIron, here on Dork Tales. When last we were with the characters, the storm was raging overhead. Fire crackles along the bar side and along the ceiling of the room. Drevin Sangare, the male twin of the House Sangare, here at the Hobknob Hotel, is cowering in the corner, making his way back toward one of the rooms at the edge, a storeroom, some other type of chamber. It's impossible to tell. But inside of this room, fire crackles, and the little stains of blood on the floor left by Taliina'a are going to glow slightly in proximity to the chunk of ColdIron in Trixxi's hand. And that is where we're going to pick up game. The combat is over. What do you all do?
I'm gonna check the egg in my bag.
A crack has formed all the way down the side of the egg, and you can see a little bit of that internal membrane stretching around the crack. A snout is pressing against it, slowly parting it. It's going to hatch in the next few minutes. You could potentially speed this up. Make me a survival roll, actually.
Nat 20.
One good thing that you could do with this egg, given its heritage, given that Sarns are made for hot environments, if I were you, I would put out the fire on the bar and put the egg in the coals while they were still glowing.
Yeah, well, it seemed to be doing well with the fireplace upstairs, so yeah, we're gonna do that.
Okay. There are some buckets of ice that have melted on the counter that you can easily splash in. You know what? You have a nat 20 on a survival roll. I'm going to say that the bucket of water is not what you want to put on the alchemist fire. But you can easily smother it with like some of the drop claws that are around. And at least put out the flame as the embers of the bar continue to glow.
I shall do that.
Okay. You lay the egg down in the embers, and you can hear the as it begins to crack. The cracks accelerate. It'll be any minute now. What's everyone else doing?
Tally is going to kind of slowly sit up, clenching her neck.
Zoe's gonna help her sit up.
She's gonna find probably like some cloths or like napkins like under the bar. She's just gonna reach down under the bar and grab some and just hold them against her neck.
You okay?
What the fuck happened?
That's actually a really good question. There were just... I don't know where... She's gonna gesture to the approximate location of where Mother in her various forms was. I don't know where that came from.
No, but I mean, what the fuck happened? Like, we exerted all of ourselves. We had a huge day, and like the rest of us were resting. Where were you?
Getting things ready for tomorrow night. Drevin asked if I wanted to come down for a drink and to discuss what we're doing tomorrow night. And then,
Are you getting paid for this thing tomorrow night? Were you gonna get paid?
was how we're in exchange for the rooms. And no, it was in exchange for the rooms. But yeah, no, they both started just coming on to me, and it wasn't bad. And then Mother came in, and that's when things took a bit of a turn. She was she was too strong. And I couldn't stop her.
Well, it took about 5 of us to stop her, so... And then she kept coming back, so I'm not surprised.
And then the transformation, that was a new one. That actually that looked like the guy from the quarry, actually. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, and now you're glowing with that in your blood, just to let you know. Someone asks for you to come and discuss details at what, 4 or 5 in the morning? You think that's a good idea? We have stuff to do. I was supposed to be down bright and early getting the carriage ready for us to travel across the wastes, the Badlands. We all slept together in the same rooms so that we're protected. What the fuck are you thinking? Do you take this seriously at all? This is the 3rd time we've had to save just you because you go off on your own and get into trouble. So now I'm down my resources for today when I'm supposed to be helping to get us along. You are a liability, Tally. What the fuck are you doing? Is this a game for you? Can you think? Can you use that brain between your ears?
She has a point. This
is new. Okay, never in my life have I ever had anyone that I could trust, rely on. This is the first time in my life that I've actually had anything like that. And I don't know how to handle it. I know how I've done things for the past 19 years. I know how I've done things since Sable pulled me out of that orphanage when I was 13 years old to work in his brothel. I have never known anybody else in my life who I could trust or count on. Everything has been done on my own.
Well, it certainly doesn't seem like I can trust you. You can trust us, but I'm feeling used. I'm your bodyguard, not someone we're not a team. You do whatever the fuck you want. Start by thinking about everyone else first.
I've never had to think about anybody else before because I've never had anyone else to think about. I am learning how to do this step by step because I didn't learn how to do this as a child. I didn't learn how to do this as an adult. I was taught as a child to manipulate, to lie, to cheat, to rely only on myself. And that is what I'm trying to unlearn. It is taking a lot for me to try and come to terms with that. And I don't know how.
Don't go off by yourself. We're a group. You're a liability. You know what? We all have tragic backstories. I was used by my master for many years in every way that you can think of. And I went off by myself. I had to learn it all too. You start by putting yourself first and think, would Belle do this? Would Carrion do this? Would Trixxi do this? Would Zoe do this? We have something to do. We have a goal. We need to leave. There are people that are hunting us. There are people that are looking for us. Going in a weird hotel with a guy that wants to go for a drink at 4 a.m. There's nothing good that could come from that. You should be sleeping by yourself. Why are you in your own room? We have 2 people in the room, so that if someone comes trying to stab someone, maybe the other person will wake up. Do you not have survival at all? Like any ounce of survival? Because if you don't, I don't want to continue on with you, Tally. I do not trust you.
I'm used to dealing with everything on my own. and just dealing with it myself. That is how I've done it my whole life.
You would have died if you were by yourself.
Agreed. I think actually you did die, even though we were with you.
Yeah,
momentarily.
we had to bring you back. We had to go into a crypt and do something for you because you died. Because you went alone.
Maybe talk to us, Tally, about what you're thinking. Because, you know, like Trixxi says, we're a group now. I like it all of us like it or not, we're a group, right? We're traveling. I like it, but I mean that doesn't mean everyone does. But I don't actually want to see any of us killed, and staying together it increases all of our chances of survival and fulfilling our mission.
I would like to wake
We have multiple.
Yeah. I'd like to get the message of help before you're surrounded. I would like at least know that you're going off to do that. So I don't have to wake up and go, what the fuck is happening? And try and find you.
Be in that. Yeah, and maybe we won't be in that position if, you know, 5 heads are better than 1.
You need to stop thinking like you're alone, because you're not. But if you continue, you will. This isn't the brothel with a god. You don't have bodyguards here. You're with equals.
We're it, though. Yeah. We've all we've got. We are all we've got.
That's the thing, is I've never had anyone to call
All right.
for help if I needed it.
Well,
This was
Tally. That's true. Okay. You never had anybody. So, as long as we're traveling together, who knows what will change eventually. But you now have 4 more. Right now. So, let's move forward. It doesn't matter that you've never had them before. I understand that probably screws with the head a little bit, but we are here now. So you don't necessarily need to trust us with any of your backstory, but we need to at least act like a group. And that goes like, and she'll just start listing all the various things. I know it's weird. It was very, very odd getting used to Zoe.
Oh, that's fair. That's valid. Oh, but I like to think I grew on you rather quickly.
Yes, you are a very fast-growing fungus.
Yes, thank you. Especially because I made you your favorite meals. That was
This is
on
true.
purpose.
This
Yeah.
is true. You did feed me.
Yes.
so
That's how I make friends. It works very well.
Don't wander off the first chance you get in a new town. Don't break off from the group. That's gonna be your first
Especially
hint.
with those things following us.
Yeah.
Whatever they were.
Always have a buddy. Like, if we're doing something and we're splitting up, we're gonna do 3 and 2. We're not gonna do 1, 2 and 2. We're gonna do 3 and 2. Or 5. Like, there's no other option. Don't stop by doing that. Don't wander off. If you have something to do, let a buddy know. At least. include us in your decision making, then you're respecting us.
So I can actually trust you then, right?
I've saved your life 3 times, Tally. If I was gonna let you die, I would have done it at least 2 times ago.
Yes, my skin has gotten rather perforated, helping, so I've already spilled blood.
Yeah, we've bled for you.
So that doesn't mean that that we are being Sable. So this isn't a thing of you're asking permission to do anything. You just say, I need to do this. So when we've done that, can we stop here?
Yeah.
And so it works both ways. Like, we don't go off either. So I expect that you will be my buddy. Is that the right term? When I need to do something. And then we reciprocate.
Belle's gonna fall further and further into a deeper and deeper accent as she gets a bit more like into the topic and like frustrated, like flustered a little bit, and just like common sense, and just start
Listen.
devolving.
Your blood is now infected, it seems. Like, she'll hold the cold iron to, like, the patches of your blood on the table. It's glowing the same.
I'd like everyone to make me an intelligence check.
Oh, shit. That's what Caitlan's dump status. How much does she swear?
I got a natural 20, Kelly.
Good job.
Good, you probably
Is this
should.
a straight intelligence check with
Yep.
just the modifier? Then
Straight
it's a
in.
9.
My
Nine.
I
parents
also got a nat 20.
12.
Also, don't mind me actually crying over here.
That just means it's a good roleplay session.
It's
Yeah,
a good
right?
conversation.
Your trauma's coming out, girl.
It's good. So, both of you with the nat 20s are going to immediately remember something. Different sides of it, though. Trixxi, you are going to have a shiver up your spine as that is brought up, as you flash back to being inside of the glory and running away from the Tollmen, and how they seemed to specifically focus on 2 things there. One was you, with the lump of cold iron, and the other was Tally. And Tally, you have a flash of memory. That first flashback of memory that you saw, and in fact, actually, Trixxi, you, I believe, witnessed this inside of the shared dreamscape from the Sandman Spider.
Yeah.
Of Tally's mother being hounded down by the Tollmen as she abandoned the baby.
I don't know what I am. I've never met another one like me. I've never read... I didn't really read much in the way of history, but I've never heard of it. I have no idea. But there was something in that shared dream when we were on the train up here. Those Tollmen were after me in that memory. Maybe this is why. But this is also the first time I'm learning of this too. But that makes sense as to why Mother went ballistic after she got my blood in her. If my blood is fucking cold iron.
Well, guess you need to stick with us to figure more out. You're gonna need it, especially if those things are chasing you.
Fuck.
Okay. You know what we need to do? We need to come up with a group name. Because all of the great adventure groups have them.
Wow.
And what do you propose?
Well, we've kind of come together with this cold iron. You're literally maybe bleeding it. I'm kind
Maybe.
of working with it and attuning it. Zoe's kind of metal.
Correct.
You've got this, like, sound that might be somewhat metal infused.
Yeah, I'm
And
not
Belle,
really
you're
sure about it.
kind of insane with your shot and your iron. What about the Iron Maidens?
I don't like it.
It has a good ring to it.
So,
Ominous and threatening will definitely make
This
our
is
enemies
true.
pause.
Exactly.
that would be preferable.
Besides, we gotta make a name for ourselves. And now we're bonded.
Being part of a
My
group.
blood.
Oh, so, and I have now, she'll hold up her Raven's Dew guild token. So,
Ooh.
if you hear of other ones, I can turn them in. Well, I can get the bounty for it. So, if it's Raven's Dew, we can profit from it. They don't care if I have others doing the work for me. Per se.
Hmm? That sounds fine by me.
We'll make the man in black wish that he never heard of the Iron Maidens.
Though, admittedly, he hasn't heard of us yet.
Yes,
yeah.
yeah, not yet, but you know, when we do meet him and he's heard of us, we'll make sure he wishes he never had heard of us.
Yeah, okay.
Never
Yes,
crossed us.
understood.
So,
These
yeah, I'd say this is.
Actions.
I mean, you four are my first actual friends, probably in my entire life. And absolutely the only people I've been close to since Sable took me in at 13.
So, on that note,
I,
you said 13.
yeah, 13.
And
Your-
that's
Your growth
stuff
is like
for-
a human, right?
Probably we killed him.
No, I've looked like this since I was 13. Maybe a bit younger. But
I'm really glad we killed him. I wish we killed him slower.
You're
13.
19
Yeah.
now, right?
yeah, I worked for
Yes?
him for 5 years.
So, I would say your mental growth sounds on the par of human.
Yeah.
That disgusting piece of shit did not die slow enough.
yeah.
Right.
Can we bring him back and then just kill him again?
That would like
Slower?
that. That would be good.
I mean,
That would be enjoyable.
that's the reason I am the way I am.
So, also,
So,
wait,
I
how long
was-
have you looked like this?
6 years?
So, did you just
I
go poof at 13?
No, I just grew up fast, I guess. I got made fun of a lot in the orphanage. For it. I mean, also with wings and tail and horns.
Yes, you are
Um,
an interesting
but
mixture, but I don't know anything that grows up that fast. Do you think this is ColdIron? She's going to kind of turn to Trixxi on.
Honestly, I
Admittedly,
want to
some
get.
half orcs do. Kind of.
So she doesn't
Ta-
really look half orc.
Once you're feeling better, Tally, I'm gonna want a sample of your blood to do experiments.
And as you say that, there's going to be a cracking noise as part of the roof next to the entrance you went in collapses because no one put out that fire.
oh my god.
Oh shit.
Well,
Do you think they'd believe us if we said it
no.
wasn't us?
All our stuff, though.
Considering one of the owners was fighting us, probably not.
no? Let's
Let's go grab our shit and go.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
let's make a little run for it.
And
Oh, Callie.
as
Yes.
It must have been really hard to bear your soul to us, so thank you for trusting us. Okay, let's grab our shit and go.
Yes,
One
yes.
sec. Carrion's gonna go and try and is reaching for the egg that is.
and as you reach
probably-
down, the eggshell blossoms like an opening flower. It cracks and parts, and you see inside about the size of a large kitten, like an adolescent cat, not quite, still in that long rangy phase before they're a full-sized cat. This grayish, almost translucent lizard is going to unfold. It has the look of a sarn, but slightly different. Its head has various notches and frills around the side of it that remind you of something more draconic. It unfurls and looks up at you with its shut eyes, and then slowly, once, twice, thrice, it opens its many eyelids and looks at you, looking up at you, Carrion, as you reach for it and locking onto you with its bright... Oh, what color are its eyes?
I think they're like a similar, like colorless, like gray.
Okay. Its cloudy, storm cloud eyes lock onto you, and you watch them dilate. And you feel your own eyes dilate in return as this strange imprinting takes place between you. You feel its emotions, the rush of exhilaration as it comes into the world. It looks up at you with the adulation of a child toward its mother, a friend toward another friend, and something deeper. You feel comfort and connection echo through your mind like a chime. And with a bright and wide yawn, its little pink tongue is going to stretch out, forked and unfolding from its mouth like a ribbon running away from a spool. And it reaches up to you with tiny clawed hands.
And Carrion's just gonna scoop it up.
Oh my
Who's
god,
the
I
cutest.
don't think I've seen anything more adorable in my entire life.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you're pretty damn cute.
The Wixlet will suddenly appear on the bar and will start dancing on the hot coals as it tries to grab what remains of the egg.
Yeah, do what you want. We don't care about that now. I
It
think.
brushes the egg off the bar with a frustrated sigh. The shell shatters on the ground.
Carrion has the baby Sarn just like up
The Wixlet could not give less shits about the Sarn.
Oh no, this is just, she's just scooped it up and is carrying it to go back to go get their stuff.
All right.
Probably fishing some like jerky or something out of her bag.
It sounds good. It will happily nom on them with its tiny little serrated gum teeth.
So there's a little bit of work that needs to be done on the carriage, but do you want to see if we can leave today? Later? I think we've burned down. We're leaving our mark.
So, probably better to go earlier rather than later.
Yeah, I mean, we... We could also try and persuade Drevin to remember things differently.
Now, as you were saying this, the front door of the hotel is going to burst open as you hear the shouts and yells of several of the town guard as they rush inside. Some of them carrying buckets of water, some of them carrying axes. This way, men! This way!
At the back, now.
Yeah, let's go. Book it out to our rooms.
All right.
So, I don't think anybody else is going to care. Because
No, I don't
we
think
as
so.
the strangers.
You could try to talk to the town guard. They're rushing toward the room, or you can try to escape. What do you guys do?
I'm going.
Trixie's out as well.
Okay.
Going.
Yeah, Carrion's already.
They're gonna see us there at the
heading.
site of the fire with nobody else there and some dead bodies.
Plus, I'm
Yeah.
They're gonna make the assumption.
We should, buddy. We should go, Tally. And
Tally's gonna take a look
Yeah.
around and then look at Zoe and go, yeah, of course.
Great.
And she's gonna leave with Zoe.
Amazing. Zoe's following everyone else.
So, do you head back up to your rooms and grab your things? Is there anything else that you are doing today? Like inside of the hotel?
Not inside the hotel.
Hell nah. We gotta go.
I think we're checking out early.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grabbing your things, you book it, heading out into the city proper. Now, Burden is still waking up. It is still dark out, with the light beginning to just barely crest the horizon as the dawn is breaking. And as you head out, you are going to see that there is a bucket crew working hard to bring about things into the front of the hotel. Smoke is pluming out of the windows, and several other people that were staying at the hotel are outside dressed in bathrobes and other morning clothes. And as you are outside, you are going to see one of the town guard, dressed as they are with the badge and everything, is going to turn and look at you as you are making your way out the back and say, hey you! Were you all staying here?
Yes, we were planning to leave early this morning, and then well, it was really important to leave early.
Are you all accounted for? We're doing a head count of everybody in there according to the ledger.
Oh, yes.
Okay, there's 5 of you. All right, that's 5 we can mark off the list, Clive. All right, well, you all are safe?
Yeah, hurt.
Luckily, we were already, like,
We're good.
getting ready, so
Yeah.
didn't lose anything.
Yeah, if we
good.
would have slept in earlier, who knows what would have happened.
There was some falling timber from the fire. We
I
had
got
powder on the
I got
left
hit
side.
by a door frame falling, and that's. But otherwise, we're fine.
You guys don't need a cleric, right? We got a cleric inside. The cleric of Kaz is inside of there helping put out the fire, but I could try to get him out here.
No,
No,
We're good. Let the cleric put out the fire. We're good, but appreciate the offer, but no, focus your attention on the fire.
All right. You ladies have the best day you can now.
Thank you, you as well.
And he turns. I'm gonna spend something good happens for that. And he turns back toward the fire and joins the bucket brigade as they start trying to put out the fire. Now, the rest of your morning goes by fairly normally. At least as normal as it could. You could even go find some breakfast. There are a few restaurants that are starting to open in town. Burton is a town of about 9,000 people or so. So there are restaurants. There are places where you can get your grits and beans and your bacon slabs. In fact, this might be the last chance to get a nice, hot, home-cooked meal that wasn't pulled out of a can or a ration pack. And I can picture you spending the morning sitting around a table, having coffee, trying to wake up, bandage your wounds, and feeding this Sarn strips of back bacon. And throughout the morning, as you were doing that, there's plenty of time to head over and start to help get the carriage set up, which is what we're going to flash to in just a second there. But first, what I would like to let you know is that throughout the day, you're going to hear a little bit of rumor. Apparently, one of the guests that had rolled into town a while ago, you hear this rumor, was a vampire. Not only that, it took control of one of the Sangares and tried to use her to feed its unholy wants. Thankfully, through the quick actions of Dreven Sangare, they were able to break the curse, and unfortunately, Valenthea passed in the process. And in doing so, well, they were able to defeat it. People are already talking about how Dreven's going to need some local funds to restore the building and keep the Hobknob rolling. But there's, even by lunchtime, there's rumors of him being heralded as a hero around these parts. Unfortunately, this horrible undead menace did take out a couple of people in the process, and throughout the day you'll hear that a local candy shop worker was found in the basement completely exsanguinated. His name was Wade? One of the employees of Mr. Sugar. And this is just casual talk you'll have. Now, in the meanwhile, do you spend some time, you head over to the depot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah, please.
When we were gathering our stuff, did I find my rat in a cage? Or did it die in the fire? Or is
Well,
it
the
still
rat
just
got a
there?
nat 1 to try to avoid you, so yes.
Amazing. Okay, so I still have my rat in a cage.
You still have your rat in a cage despite all its
I
rage.
I know. I imagine it's probably attached to my belt loop.
It's alive, right?
Yeah, it is. No,
Okay.
the cage is attached to my belt loop.
Oh, fair. Wait, you were going to cook this rat, weren't you? Oh, that's right. This is the rat you were going to... You were going to feed it to the
And then
Sarn.
it dawned on me that I have to actually kill it to feed it to the Sarn. Maybe I can just throw it at the Sarn. But then, and I was having that existential crisis when I think we cut to
That's
something else.
right. So, after breakfast, I'm going to say that you all are going to be able to use your hit points and heal up. So go ahead and put yourself back at full.
Perfect. And then, probably while they're getting the wagon ready, Tally's probably gonna see if anyone is willing to come with her to go just check in with and just let Ilis know that Tally's leaving town today ahead of schedule.
Okay.
and to tell her about the Sarn as well.
Okay. So that's pretty easy to do, because as you guys are all meeting at the workshop and going and checking in on that, and Trixxi is going to do a little bit of work on that, you'll see Eyeless in the street kind of looking a little forlorn, casting some glances back, and she is actually approaching the conductor's depot. You did tell her that you were planning on leaving soon, and she's clever enough. When she heard that there was a fire over at the hotel, she assumed that it might have been you. She approaches. Are you all okay? She says
We're
as she
all
notices
okay.
you. You got some blood on you.
Yeah. Occupational hazard. But nothing too crazy.
What happened?
Fire broke out. I've heard some of the rumors in town saying that there was a vampire there that started this.
That sounds pretty far-fetched to me.
That's what we thought too, but we're gonna be heading out a day early. Now.
Well, I'm happy to hang out with y'all for a little bit until you get on the road. I got nothing else to do today. How's the egg? It did? Her eyes turn as big as saucers. Where is it? All right? What color is it? Did it turn out red? Does it have draconic traits? Does it?
She will take her by the hand and lead her to go see Carrion.
So just inside of the workshop, there, just outside on the street, you are going to see Carrion. Carrion, what are you doing with this?
Okay, so I figure Carrion is trying to tempt it with more like jerky snacks, but it's probably like climbed like up on her shoulders, like on the like her back, like trying to climb up her hair. It's probably relatively uncomfortable, but like, what you gonna do? It's really cute.
Oh my god, it's so cute.
Oh. Yeah,
What do you get?
ow. It's pretty cute, but kind of ow.
Yeah,
Claws.
it'll be like that. Is it a male or a female? I can't
I
tell.
have no fucking clue.
Well, it's a little more obvious when they get a bit older.
Have
but-
you seen a, like, is it, I'm not sure about the color. It's sort of just like this gray. Is there a gray dragon? Or is this just the Sarn side?
Iron dragons. Yeah. There aren't that many of them, but I did manage to find, well, I got a hold of some scales.
I think she probably might just like pull it off and is like holding it in front of her, like looking at it, like like hands underneath its arms, kind of just like outstretched, kind of trying to look, like.
It spits out a bug. When did
Thank
you get
you,
that?
thank you for that. That's great, so much.
Do
Really
you know-
appreciate it.
Do you know what you're gonna name it?
Yeah. At this point, I think its name is Havoc, because it sure knows how to re-kick. Just. Yeah.
Havoc.
You're gonna hear Trixxi snort from like behind the carriage, like in amongst the clang, clang, clang.
No, you got to do it this way. What are you doing? You'll hear Kersey say as she's like, look. See, what I managed to do was I made the alloy. You can see you got the alloyed sheets right here. This thing should be pretty resistant. See, look. Totally resistant to all types of harm and acid. I did test it against shock damage, though. Probably still electrocutable.
Let me. Trixie's gonna you just hear impact gauntlet kind of do up, and she's gonna punch the sheet.
It's going to, like, jolt with electricity.
All right, electricity and not resistant.
Well, I mean, was it... The kobold is going to kind of scratch her jaw.
Okay, hold it. Hold it.
Well, it doesn't matter if you're holding it. It's going to matter if you're on the inside of it. Hold on. And she's going to climb inside of it. Do it again.
All right.
Nope, I'm okay. She's going to come out, and you're going to see that, like, kobolds don't have hair, but some of the ambient, like, feathery scales are going to be sticking straight up. The static definitely got to her.
Yeah, you're looking pretty good.
Mm-hmm. So I think this is pretty good. Change, all we have to do is just rotate the tires, add a little bit more lubricant to the axles, and then...
we're hoping to leave a little early than planned. Is your driver? Could your driver leave as soon as possible?
I'll go get him. In the meanwhile, lubricate that.
Oh, I'm very good at lubricating things.
Good, because this thing needs a proper lube job. Both hands. Get it nice and slick.
I'll grease
Crank
the
it.
nipples and everything.
I didn't install nip. Okay, sure.
There are nipples for sure. Robin is a child and laughs every time at every piece of work that I have to grease fucking nipples on the equipment we use. I'm a child.
I see. You
I
are.
was gonna say, no, it basically the valve is
Yeah.
a grease nipple. Like,
Yeah,
that's
that's a
what
grease
it is.
nipple.
Every single joint will have one because you need to get something to get the grease in there.
And so you start greasing that up. Basically, just she's already got the carriage up on jacks right now. So changing out the wheels, which this thing has. It has 6 sets of wheels. Well, probably not 6 sets, but it has 6 wheels. Very thick, designed for all-terrain. Basically, the Sleipnir model. And you'll be able to do some work. You think you can probably get this in under about an hour, less with Kersey helping out.
Mm-hmm.
It was Kersey, right? I feel like it was Kersey.
Yeah, Kersey Snock. I have the name.
Yeah. It was Tally Snark, but we had to change that because of a Tally. It's a different character entirely. So as you are doing that, you'll hear as Kersey heads into the back room. What are the rest of you doing? So Havoc is kind of crawling over and is hanging off of one of Carrion's horns, kind of pulling her head painfully to the side. Zoe, what are you doing?
I think she's still having that crisis because she doesn't really want to take this rat. She's basically imprisoned this rat to snuff out its life to feed it to another animal. And if I snuff out one innocent life to sustain another life, is that right? Maybe I should just let nature take its course. I'm sorry, buddy. I shouldn't have trapped you in the first place. Here you go. And she's gonna boop, open up the cage and let it go.
The rat is going to scurry the hell away. And is going to do a contested stealth check versus... actually is going to get a slightly better stealth check than the Sarn's passive perception. And as the Sarn is kind of hanging and locking eyes with Carrion going, the rat is going to beat it toward the door.
It's also probably better if the Thorn learns to hunt for itself.
All right.
Does it go by Belle at all?
It will go by Belle, where Belle is hanging out. I'm picturing kind of leaning against the door frame.
Belle is basically just kind of like hanging out. She took a 15-minute rest and is good to go, so it's just kind of observing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if it goes right beside her, she's probably just gonna go stab.
Okay, and the rat dies as a dagger plunges through its back.
She'll hold it on the end of the dagger to the Sarn.
Crunch, 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 crunch. And it will
It's
slurp
not
the
different
rat
than
tail
killing a
in.
chicken. You obviously never lived on a farm, Zoe.
Not particularly.
It slurps the rat's tail in like a piece of pasta.
Does the tail slap Carrion in the face while it does it?
Oh, 100%. Burp. And as you are watching that, you'll hear some noise from the back, and Kersey, the little kobold inventor, will take a step from the back and will be followed by another figure. The man that enters, the room is not particularly tall, about 5'8", 5'9", is wearing a brown vest. Actually, one sec. Let me just... There we go. The man who enters the room is is dressed in a brown vest that has white pinstripes up, as well as one of those ruffled ties, not really a bow tie, but almost like a ribbon tie that plumes out from a white collared shirt, wearing kind of a reddish coppery jacket, a duster that hangs around, well, a short duster that hangs around his hips over a pair of double buttoned pants. He's wearing a flat cap, nice and broad, with a pair of long, circular glasses on the end of his freckled nose. He is a beast man, similar to Belle, actually. But where Belle is obviously a tabaxi type, this man is freckled, with red hair pluming down from beneath the hat, and a pair of immense fennec-style fox ears, as well as a pluming tail swishing behind him. As he enters the room, he'll raise a hand and say, "So, you're the ones that I'm going to be driving. Aren't you, miscreants?"
Trixie's gonna like pull out from underneath the carriage and go,
"Oh, hi there."
"Ha, oh ha. Your ears are almost as big as mine."
Yeah, I suppose so. Completely different color shade, though. I'm glad one of us would have to change.
Hmm.
Well, pleasure to meet y'all. I'll be your conductor. My name's Huxley. It's a pleasure to meet y'all. If you need anything before we head out, I can go grab it for you, but I'm ready to head out as soon as you are.
Pleasure to meet you, Huxley.
It's nice to
We're
meet
the
you as
Iron
well.
Maidens.
Oh, the Iron Maidens. That's better than the Bronze Standard. I did some shepherding of them a while ago. It didn't go too well. They're more like the Tin Standard, really, now. Well, nice to meet you all. If I could get just some names for the ledger then. So, Iron Maidens, you'd be... you're the one that was Kersey was talking about, right? Trixxi?
Yeah. That's me, and she'll like tip her hat and wipe, like, she'll try and wipe grease off her face, but probably like spreads it around more.
All right. And the rest of you?
Belle.
I'm Carrion, and this one little one, ow, is Havoc.
Nice to meet both of you. And Havoc.
Sorry.
I'm Tally.
Seems so. He's going to kind of look over and looks over at Belle, and I'd like anybody here who wants to make me an insight check.
Oh.
Your DC is not low.
Well, there's my nat one.
3 19s in a row.
Yeah.
And then a
Okay.
21.
21. There is a weird vibe with that 19. That's going to be a tie. So there is a weird vibe as he looks over at Belle. His gaze lingers. But Trixxi, you are going to look at this. Actually, quick thing. Kat, did you add your bonus from empath?
No, I didn't. I completely forgot about my bonus
Because
from empath.
you just took a feat.
I
So
did.
Even with your exhaustion penalty.
Yeah,
that-
so I get
+5, I believe.
+5, so
24?
that's gonna be 24.
Okay. So his eyes are going to linger on Belle's for a bit too long. And Belle, you are going to feel, I don't know if it's a flush to your cheeks, but definitely you're going to feel observed. And Tally and Trixxi, you are going to see a look before he hides it again of recognition. And he's going to adjust his tie and say, well, it's going to be interesting. To be fair, there aren't too many beast folk out here. You coming a long way, are you, Belle?
Well, relatively, I suppose. Yes.
All the way from
Exactly.
Wildhaven, eh?
Near enough.
Aren't we all?
Hmm.
Well, pleasure to be with you. Ready to head out whenever you are. And as he says that, we're going to pan back as you all prepare to head out into the Badlands. We're going to go somewhere else for a bit. The camera pans up through the ceiling as you all meet this new friend. We head back down to the south, following the current of the passing and changing rain, down into the bowels of one of the lower areas of Prospect, the old Prospect. There beneath the Hellgate, we follow a pair of dark boots heading down, 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 the hard soles clicking along the old stonework. It is there that we hear a door open. It is old, metal, corroded from a century of the acidic, volcanic air that fills the bay. And we enter a room that is not a comfortable one. It's a medical lab, but without the sterility. Or perhaps it is some other type of lab. An arcanist's laboratory? A pair of elves stand at attention next to a table. Both of them dressed in the outfits of the Lev Duin, secret police. They turn and salute the figure that enters the door. Lord Gothorian, the elf with the scarred face, the half-elf with the scarred face, and the two glowing eyes, enters. He looks about the room and down at the slab between them. Is it ready? Is he ready? Yes, sir. We were able to repair some of the damage, and the spells were successful. Wake him. there will be a sloughing noise from the table as the last arcane component will be cast, and a greenish hue will cover a body lying under a sheet. There will be a gasp, a rattling, juicy one. And as the sheet is rolled back, Luthus Catharian, head of the Lavduin, will look down at the man on the slab, looking at a handsome face that has been rotted off on one side, the remnants of bullet wounds, and the horror of necrotic magic. And a voice will speak from its lips, half eroded down to bone. Where am I? You have work to do, Luthus will say. And we are going to pull out through the door as it shuts with a slam. That's where we're going to call game for the night. Da-dum-dum-dum.
Hella sus.
That's hella sus.
What was this man? Who is it? Who is it?
Not gonna lie, I was honestly fully expecting you to pull out the Lucifer accent and go hello with Sable.
That sure did sound like the voice, didn't it?
So
where am I? But hey, we'll have to figure. Well, yeah, no concern needed. But we'll have to figure that out next episode. All right, you guys, you managed to beat it. You met Huxley, which is good. And I will post Huxley's art in our Discord. What's that?
Huxley's art is great.
I love
Huxley's
his art.
cute. Yeah,
It's good.
so
It's good. Like it.
As soon as you sent that, I'm like, oh, look, it's Skimble Shanks the Railway Cat.
here, hold on one sec. Hold on. Art. There we go. We got some Huxley on the screen right now. Transform. Fit to screen. There, we got some Huxley. Cool. So, folks, big thank you to everybody who supports us here. You guys aren't quite leveling yet. You got a little bit more to go because you also just like leveled like the previous episode. So I want to thank everybody who supports us over on Patreon. It allows me to be able to afford art like Huxley's art, and all the cool stuff that we do. I'm gonna see about getting some art for Havoc when he's a little bit older. And there's some other characters, like I think Kersey needs art, so I've already put together a sheet for Kersey.
Yay, I was gonna say I want to see Kersey art.
Yeah, I forget what
Love
color
her
she
so much.
is. I think I said she was like
She's a
greenish.
copper. Oh,
Is she copper?
I thought you said.
Go back and watch the episode and tell me before I submit it to Manilyn. But I also figure that whatever color I said she is, if she took a bath, she'd probably be a different color underneath.
Yeah.
Fair.
You know? I don't even know how
I
that would
still
work.
like Eyeless's art.
Eyeless's art is so good. And we'll have a little scene of Eyeless leaving you guys, or you leaving Eyeless at the beginning of next game. So don't worry, I'm not going to gloss over that. But it seemed like a good place to end it after a very dramatic game where we had some lore revelations, or at least some lore hints. But folks, that's going to be it for us. A big thank you to everybody who supports us on Patreon, like our divine producers, my mom, Shaikon Dave Vermillion, and Soul Omen. And don't worry, Soul, it's coming. Trust me, very soon. Demonic producer, Sorcerer Sanguine, Wizards of the Patreon, Tammy the Forever Cleric, Thane Goblin, Karasha Urquhart, and Big Nut. Our Monster Maker, Larouk, and our High Council, Terran, Amberthist, Raven with Bubbles, Chef Aladeth, Brian, Kaler, Nerdy Metal Gent, Grumpy Owl, Nihilist, Cookiemon Steve, and Iron Warrior X. And folks, did you guys have a fun night tonight, players?
Yeah,
good?
Yeah.
very much so.
Very,
Thank you.
Very,
yeah.
very much so.
Good. You guys did good having the whole, like, love fest. And we finally have the damn party name, which I almost gave you the level for, just for that. Because we still have, like, oh god, I love it when games have party names.
I love it when it's able to like actually happen naturally. Also, the fact that we had a party name from like episode 0 or 1 or something like that.
literally.
It's like we've been holding this in for like the moment to drop out the name. I'm like, this is the time. This is the time. Gonna put the name out. The
Joy.
dragon's going.
The fact that it just flowed so naturally in from that really emotional conversation about being a group and actually being together and trusting each other and going from there into, oh, we are a group.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. We are a group. So thank you for being here with the Iron Maidens, and we will see you again next weekend on ColdIron, episode 17. Guys, we're at episode 17. Like, this is wild. Think about where we were in I know the shards, like, not shards, the episodes for Emery's were a bit longer. Like, this is only 3.5 hours right now that we're at. So where those games ran about 30 to 40 minutes longer. So overall, we probably would have had an extra like 4 hours of game, an extra game or two ahead of where we are. But I don't know. Like, I had originally thought ColdIron was going to be 24 to 26 episodes, like basically like a TV season. I feel like it's going to be like 1.5 to 2. But
Yeah.
Because like we're just leaving. We're like nearing the end of Act 1 of 3. So like it feels like Act 2 will be a bit shorter.
So
And then
60, 50, 60 episodes?
I think it'll be about 50. I think 50 is probably where we'll probably be. Which means that my other games will be pushed back a little bit. Because I have 2 new games that are going to run 2.5 because I really want to run the Deep South one. But it is going to be a lot of fun. So, guys, be sure to join us tomorrow night for Victorian Age Mage, as, well, things are going to get interesting there when we find out a little more about the new rider on the train.
Which absolutely having Huxley be Irish, I'm like, fuck you, I have to not do Darcy's accent and do Trixie's accent. Oh,
I can lighten his accent a little bit.
I mean, it's fine. Any sort of Irish is gonna try and do it, so it's fine. It's just gonna be like, okay.
He looks Irish. I'm sorry. He's a redhead. He's a redheaded fox. Like, he looks Irish.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I could have had him talk like this, but it seems like everybody here talks like this. Or perhaps I could have had him talk like Renard, but then maybe it would be like kind of weird.
So you could have him talk kind of French, because that's apparently how one can talk, which would help me stay in his accent.
Yes, but then I would have to go back and re-record the episode, right?
I mean, it could be just.
I mean, he only talked for like less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, he could be really fucking with us.
Hey, folks, let me know in the comments below if he should be French or Irish. All right, I'll let the chat decide. I'll let the chat
French,
and I'll let
French.
All right. Well, we'll figure that out next time here on ColdIron. Good night, everybody. Actually, we're not. Go leave a comment. But anyway, good night.